Hey, what's up, everybody? Rob J back again. It is Thursday night. That means it is time to get our beer on, and it's time for another Beer Flow show. Welcome to everybody that will be tuning in who has tuned in already. Shout out to Billy and Trish. You were in the comments pre-show, even already giving cheers. So we're going to crack some beers open, talk some beer tonight. Of course, I got Todd here. And how are you feeling, sir?
I'm doing good. Ready for
Yeah.
the weekend. It's been kind of a chill week at work for once in a long time, so it's kind of nice to have because it's been balls of the wall for months and months. So this week's kind of dragged out. As much as you bitch about being overly worked, it's like when it's kind of dead, you're kind of like, oh, I wish I had more. But anyway, it's Thursday. Time to get the beer on. Ready for beer 2 or 4, who knows?
However it may end up tonight. 2 weeks out from Thanksgiving, too. So talk about that a little bit later in the show. And of course, Eric will be here in a second, and then he'll jump in with some stuff there. And tonight, I'm going to actually enjoy some of the barrel aged Innocent Gun Kinder Spirits.
Oh,
So that's
nice.
what I'm actually going to be drinking here for a little bit. And that is aged in Irish whiskey barrel staves. So that's what I was feeling. That's what I grabbed. And I had a few of them. So I'm like, why not get a few of them going tonight?
Sounds good. I
What
cracked
do you got?
open.
Oh, God, you're cut out again.
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh, is it me? Do you hear me?
I can hear you.
I probably just
Can you
couldn't
hear?
hear you. This headset's sucking right now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Now I cracked open a little pre-gaming before we jumped on here. I'm drinking a double dry hopped IPA from Half Acre Beer Company out of Chicago. It's called Burl. There's the kind of neat can art there.
Oh, that's pretty wicked can art.
Yeah, it's 8.5% ABV, and they don't really tell you anything else. I'm not sure what kind of hops or anything else that they use. They don't really say or get into it. So this one just hit distribution for us here. I can't remember if it was this week or late last week. We get so much new shit in on a daily basis anymore that the stores put out. It's hard to keep up with when it actually comes out.
Right.
So, but I've heard a lot of really good stuff about it, and this one so far hasn't disappointed. It's pretty good. Got a nice, some nice citrus feel to it, and it's got a little sting on the back end to let you know that it's a little bit 8.5. So it's not what you're used to with all these milkshake style IPAs and New England style IPAs. It's kind of more back to your traditional type. There's the color of it. Although the color of it does look more like a New England style, but I don't think it. I think it feels more like an IPA than one of those styles. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, makes you feel a little bit of that back end, though, huh?
Yeah. So it's got a little sting on the back, I guess you would say, but it's not overly. I mean, it's not too not too much in your face. It's a good, kind of a good mix. Nice little malty sweetness to it, and then as it goes down the palate, on the back of your tongue as you're drinking it, then it kind of hits you a little bit with a little bit of warmth, I guess.
Yeah, well,
not a warmth in a way of like over alcohol, just kind of the sting of I guess like the hop dankness to it or whatever.
Yeah. It's kind of, speaking of warmth, it's kind of funny because now it's getting warmer again. This whole weather, it's like today we were like near 40 or whatever after being down like in the teens. It's like people are just going to start getting sick and start passing it around.
Yeah, that's the way it was here. And speaking of sick, Shannon's been sick all week. She, of course, she was off Monday, Tuesday was her days off, and then she was sick those days, and then thought she was feeling better. Had to work yesterday, ended up calling in, but then went back today, and she said she's feeling better, feeling good now. So yeah, it's definitely something.
Always sucks when you're sick on your day off. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see here in the comments. Head coach is in the house. Cheers, coach. Always great to have you. Happy Thursday, my friend.
What's up, Coach?
Coach said he's going to drink 6, so
Nice.
he's feeling like
He's gonna up us. I'll see you and raise you one.
Gonna knock out a 6er real quick. And cheers, D1. Okay, and then he said, "Yes, my headset." So we were getting set up earlier, and this headset for some reason was going in and out when I was hooking into the laptop. So I figured it might have been my headset, which sucks. Hey, what's up? That's so Tweety. Nice to see you in here. And then also we got Gilbert in the house, of course, with the Cheers fools.
What's up, Gilbert?
So yeah, this week actually for me, it felt like it went pretty quickly compared to last week. I felt like last week was really a drag for whatever reason. But this week seemed to really zoom through nicely, which I always take that if I can get to the weekend that much faster. I kind of want to push for them to have like these. I mentioned it last night on the broadcast, a 4-day work week. I would love a 4-day work week now.
That would be awesome. I used to way back in the day in my early days of work when I worked kind of out in the production lines and stuff at when I first started, and we did 410s, and it was nice because Saturdays, or Fridays you were off, but if there was needed overtime, you could do it on a Friday, and you still had your whole weekend.
Right. Yeah.
And then as I moved into the office and the sales and stuff from there, then it was at the place the company I used to work for, we were half days on Fridays, so we was only working 30, 4 or 5 hours a week.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
And so when you get off at noon on a Friday, it felt like your week. It basically felt like a 3-day weekend.
Yeah, I would definitely take that work schedule.
Yeah, you wouldn't think those 3 or 4 hours would make a difference, but it did. Of course, now I'm lucky if I get out there before 5 and I go in at 7. So where I'm working at now for doing sales and estimating and all kinds of whatever, pretty much everything, shipping, you name it. But
yeah.
50 plus hours a week. 410 sound pretty damn good to me.
We'll save with this one here in case anybody missed it. The barrel aged innocent gun, a little bit of a European feel tonight on the beers I'm drinking. The Kindred Spirits. I get like a candy feel in the taste as well. Kind of like I'll say kind of like not really like a butterscotch, but something towards a butterscotch.
I haven't had anything from them in a while.
I can't think of the candy that we had when we were kids, but it's kind of got a little bit of a cinnamon in there, almost like a red hot type feel, but it's kind of smooth like a butterscotch type feel as well. So it's not like it's hot or any type of spice kick. It's just weird right now.
Did you just buy a single of that, or did you get like a 4-pack?
I got a couple 4-packs of it when I got it.
So you got a Rajay deal on it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
$3.99 for
over
a 4.
in Jungle Gyms. It was like $2.49 for a 4-pack. So
that was one of their. I remember you getting those now.
Yeah. But it's got a feel to it. It's just I can't place the candy in my head, but it's definitely right there.
What was the ABV on that? Did you say? I don't remember.
This one,
CRS is kicking in.
6.1.
Okay.
More session ale, right? So
anymore, yeah. These days, that's what it is.
I mean, it's a stout, but it's on Irish in the Irish whiskey barrels days. But it's got this nice little thing with it, like a little candy type finish. And cheers, Michelle. Welcome, Sparkles Supreme Clean. Hopefully you're feeling better. She's been fighting the cold there, so hopefully she feels better there. And Billy, it is the Innocent Gun Kindred Spirits. Is their barrel aged stout in Irish whiskey barrels with staves. So pretty decent. She says still feeling a little blood, but doing a little bit better. It just takes a little bit of time to get up over that stuff. So hopefully you get better sooner rather than later. And see, take a look here. And of course, welcome again to everybody here. And as always, remember, whoops, went to the wrong thing too quickly. Still getting used to this thing a little bit. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I actually, because I started thinking, like, I'm doing this, like, I don't use these banner cards enough. So now I started using the banner cards a little bit more as we start to talk about some of the things. And the first thing I was going to bring up, and Eric can jump in when he gets here, maybe AB and Bev. So they actually acquired the remaining stake of the Craft Brew Alliance 3 months after they decided not to make an offer, which actually, when the big ones keep on winning, they keep on winning, right? So they actually ended up getting it pretty much as a deal because what they were going to have to pay before, so they ended up getting an $8 lower per share price. So they ended up saving a good amount of, I can't remember, like 20 or 30 million on the deal or whatever. So it's kind of interesting as far as the Craft Brew Alliance and who they are. You're looking at them actually picking up Kona Brewing, Widmer Brothers, Red Hook, Omission, Square Mile Cider, Winwood Brewing, Cisco Brewers, and Appalachian Mountain Brewery, as well as the PH Experiment. So these are all smaller, I guess, craft breweries, although Kona and Widmer, Red Hook are kind of your big names out of that. Of course, Omission, people know them for the gluten-free beers. And then they're going to be joining Anheuser-Busch's craft division, which they call the Brewers Collective. Sounds like something out of a Marvel movie. Who handles the brands such as Goose Island, Elysian, 10 Barrel, Golden Road, and Wicked Weed, among some others there. So it's kind of an interesting situation that happened there because, again, you have a macro company going out buying some more of the craft breweries. And they actually had a chance to actually find someone else to go under during this 3-month period. But the reason they hung in there for the Anheuser-Busch deal was because of distribution and the power they had, which again talks about how the macros can squeeze out some of these other little companies because they, by them going in, they can actually get them in more spaces. And also, if they went with somebody else, they may not be able to get into that space as much. So this allows them to actually increase their foot space and be able to get more availability than they probably wouldn't have before, which could be a good thing. But then at the same point, that's why some people don't like AB and Bev because they can actually pretty much put the weight down on all the other craft breweries out there.
Yeah, they definitely put a stranglehold on other people and actually, the restaurant, or not restaurants, but the grocery stores or whatever for shelf space, like you said.
Yeah,
they get so much shelf space over everybody else because they do so much business. I saw that too, but I was thinking I read somewhere, and maybe it was just what you were saying for the shares or whatever. I thought did I read that right? Where it was like $8 a share, and it went up to like $16 after
when they
bought it.
When they were going to buy it 3 months ago, they were buying it at $16.50 a share. So it ended up going to 16 or whatever, but they were going to buy it at a buyout price, and they backed off and had to pay a $20 million penalty for it. However, if they would have bought it at that time, it would have cost like $24.50 a share, which is why they didn't buy it. So they ended up saving like $8 a share for all the shares they bought of it. So
that might have been what it was then.
It ended up working out to be like 20, 30 million or whatever the number was there. So they made, in their end, they made a good decision and a good deal. They made them wait for 3 more months, and then they saved themselves some money in getting them as well. So they really bought it at a discount of what that valuation would have been 3 months ago.
Yeah, okay. That's probably what it was then. I knew there was somewhere like an $8 difference of something, but I didn't know if maybe.
Yeah, that's what the difference was in the share price. Yeah,
okay. That's what it was then.
Yeah, but they did
What's up,
well.
Eric?
What's going on, man?
What's going on, Rad?
How you feeling, brother?
I'm doing, brother. I'm doing.
What you drinking?
I got an oldie back from my college days. Okay, got an oldie.
Oh, the Ice House.
I drank many of those back in the day.
I have drank many of those back in the day as well.
That's from my softball playing days when you drink some Ice House too.
We used to get those back in college because one, it was
cheap.
I think then it was the same price. Yeah, I was gonna say then it was the same price as a macro, but more alcohol. So I was like, why not? We get more, bang for your buck.
Well, at 5.5, it's not bad.
Yeah, but if 5.5 is better than 4.2 or whatever,
it is. Yes.
If you're paying the same price at that point, it's all about trying to get a catch a buzz or something.
I got a special one coming up. I was going to say next week, but I'm not going to be available next week. But the week after, I've got one for you guys.
Oh, for the week after be Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
I got one. Something, yeah. So do we need to ask you, since Shannon isn't here, how'd your date go last weekend?
The one and done.
One and done. All right. Because Shannon will be asking Tom, how does date go? Is Eric on there?
Yeah, it was a one and done.
She's on the fence. She might join, so it might be coming up here before long. You never know.
I told her she can't stay away. She can't stay away. I told you.
And I'll give it like 10 minutes before she'll ask you. So
that's the power of the Beer Flow show. She has to come in now. You got her hooked. Let's see here.
I told her what you told me earlier. I told her what you said. It's like, all your fans want to know where you're at or if you're going to be on.
She does have her fan base for sure.
With Dolly and Dolly and who was it Dolly?
Well, Dolly's a big fan. I don't know. Just pretty much all the women seem to try to get them wrapped up around. So we'll see what happens tonight if she gets on here.
I gotta say, no Dirty Glass Mafia.
No DG.
Hold on,
nice.
No Dirty Glass Mafia.
There you go. You hand washing? Did you hand wash it? Or
I did. Yeah. I actually did.
Wow.
I usually hand wash all my beer glasses, but it doesn't always keep the Dirty Glass Mafia out of there, though.
I seen that T-shirt, Todd, the orange one where it says Dirty Glass Mafia. I'd say I'm gonna get that. When I get enough weight off record, you fit into that shirt. I'm getting that.
That might be one of my next T-shirts. I got it because I got like a Dirty Glass Mafia image I took off like the Godfather type thing. To get that printed onto a T-shirt would be pretty cool.
I'm gonna grab another beer. I'll be right back.
All right.
I see Trisha's digging your T-shirt today. Was it today?
Yeah, it was today. Trish got it today, and she was promoting and posting it, which I was appreciative of.
That's awesome.
I was like, thank you very much.
See, Backwoods likes it. Ice House is a decent beer.
I don't think Backwoods likes everything. Billy likes the
I'll give it a little teaser. In 2 weeks, it has a dog on the can. Give a little teaser.
Is it red?
It could be, and it may not be. See how many people in 2 weeks remember that.
Yeah.
Dirty Glass Mafia.
That'll be a throwback.
Oh God, Todd saying the Dirty Glass Mafia. Shannon's like Dirty Glass Mafia. He's dropping out of the conversation.
Yeah. So we were talking about AB and Bev buying a craft brewer alliance when you came in and stuff, and Billy has said they were actually well. He asked about my beer, right? Innocent Gun, and he was saying they were actually the first brewery to do a barrel aged beer. And he's like, in his opinion, he likes AB and Bev, most of them, versus us as BS, just getting publicity. I wouldn't say that because there's certain business practices that AB and Bev have done to breweries that has been tracked out there as well.
Well, now they got that the independent label that they can all kind of conglomerate under. And
they can't do the independent label because that's like the Brewers Association.
Oh, is that a brewery?
So they're not. They don't consider them to be craft beer, so they're not able to use that label. And like the brands that picked up, a lot of them weren't considered to be independent anymore anyway, because they had more than the 30% stake. So, but Billy said Shock Top, but I'm not a huge Shock Top person, but it wasn't in the article. But yeah, Shock Top's under them too. Isn't Shock Top Miller though?
Is it Miller or is it?
I thought it might.
I don't know. I'll be honest.
I can't be amazed they missed that if it's AB and Bev. It might be.
Anything Shock Top to me is kind of not good. Everyone I've had hasn't been good.
Yes, AB and Bev. I don't know why I was thinking Miller, but yeah, I'm not huge into that. The only one I've actually wanted to try, maybe from Shock Top, because I've heard people talk about, is the Twisted Pretzel that people said was pretty good. I've had the other stuff, the Shandies, but I'm not a Shandy person, as you guys know, so they don't appeal to me as much.
God, the orange Shandy was Oh God, was it disgusting?
Was that shock top for that one, or was it
Leinenkugel?
Leinenkugel? Yeah.
I'm not a fan of shock top at all.
Some people drink them, but I
Or
just
Blue Moon, as far as that goes, either really.
can't. I'll drink a Blue Moon. I will, because I like wheat beer, so I'll drink a Blue Moon.
Not me. I'll drink one, but it's not.
I'll drink. It's a matter.
know.
It's like Chris Rock said, "You're good as your options," and so it's a good.
Exactly.
What options do I have here?
Hey, this was as good as my options, brother. Right?
And I used to like them, but I don't really care much for them anymore.
Yeah, I mean, there's some places I go and it's like I don't like any of the beers. It's just like, no, just give me a glass of water, I'm good. Or
yeah,
or I'll get like whiskey or something. It's like, yeah, I can't mess with any of those beers.
Gilbert, I can't. I see you're in the comments, buddy. I can't say go Lions because we're 5 losses in a row, buddy. Tank Lions, tank. I'll say that.
And then Billy said the Wawa Gobbler Wobbler. We have it already. What is it? Gobbler Wobbler? Is that,
what is that?
A turkey? Wawa is like a convenience store. I do miss a Wawa hoagie though.
Wawa is it?
Did you go to Wawa before?
I've been to Wawa.
Have you? Oh, okay.
I think it's a southern kind of like convenience store.
It's a convenience store, but it's like in the East Coast mainly.
Maybe it's the East Coast. Yeah, maybe.
And they got like the they call them shorties, but like hoagies and stuff there.
Gotcha.
They're so good. And Billy has said he was freaking tired of craft breweries crying. In fact, most craft brewery startups get free 500,000 to 1 million free money, so they are not poor BS. I would doubt that because I know the craft breweries around here didn't get money for their startups as much. And I've been to meetings with some of the craft breweries. They got money from investors, but it's not like Big Beer stepping in to help them out or anything. Michelle says, great men are not born great, they grow great. Mario Puzo, the Godfather. There you go. Dirty Glass Mafia there. It says, or Pax's wine. And Gilbert said, forget the hashtag before Dirty Glass Mafia. And he says, yet Sam Adams uses the independent label. Well, see, that's where you get into that weird predicament, right? Because Sam Adams, technically, they're Boston Beer. They're able to still use it because they're allowed to have up to 6 million barrels, and they still produce under 6 million barrels. They're still basically independently owned. They've always been Boston Beer, and Sam Adams was always their label. So they're able to still satisfy that, everything they need for the Craft Brewing Association. Now, you can say, well, if the Craft Brewing Association didn't move the line, then they wouldn't be independent. So that's definitely a part of it. So people do have feelings about Sam Adams still being included there.
I feel they moved the line just for them.
Yeah, I think they did as well, because at that time they couldn't afford to lose Sam Adams. They started to really become popular.
Some other Sam Adams brews are okay. I like the cherry wheat. I think tastes like cherry Robitussin.
The cherry wheat, yeah.
My buddy goes, "Oh, it's so good." I'm like, God, I can't stand it.
Like Chris Rock put some tussin on it.
Put the Robitussin.
Now, was there someone says put some tussin on it? Just grab a cherry wheat from Sam Adams.
So, is there anything that they make now that you would want to just get? Besides their lager, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you get it anywhere. But
before you answer, Rod, why do they put the Boston Lager in every freaking variety pack?
I guess because it's their flagship.
It's their staple flagship. So
yeah.
Why? It's a variety pack.
I agree with you, Eric. That sucks because you're like, oh, this is great. Get a 12-pack, whatever. We get 3 of the ones that I've had a bazillion times. I don't want those. I want something that I haven't had.
Yeah. They incorporate in all theirs. I mean, it's kind of like, unless they don't do anything where it's kind of like an IPA pack where it wouldn't make sense for it not being there. I mean, they do like these variety packs, like the winter one that's probably out now with the old Festwig and all that kind of stuff, and it'll have your 3 Sam Adams bottles in it.
Mm-hmm.
I like their New England IPA. That's very good for the price.
Yeah.
That is a good one. I agree with you. To answer my own question, that would probably be one that would be like, okay, not that I seek it out, but it's like, that's a good one. You can pick it up
Yeah.
for a decent
That's the
price.
one
And
they
you've
should
got,
put in for all the varieties.
right. You should do that instead of your Boston Lager. Sam Adams, if you're listening.
Get
Yeah,
the damn
that is
Boston Lager
that
outta
is a
here.
good one. Like you could get that one for under $10 and take it to, or just sip at home and have whatever. So if you're not doing videos for them, or take them to a cookout or whatever you're doing, just pick them up and it's a good solid beer. I mean, I think it really is a pretty good beer,
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
It's a solid one for sure.
especially for $8.99 or whatever they cost.
Take a
$3.99 if you're Raj.
12 pack is $16.99. I think I said.
Well, I'm thinking like the Sam Adams, because the New England IPA, for instance, like I can get that at Kroger, and it'll be usually they have it on the sale price, so it's like $8.29 or something, the 6-pack or whatever, which is fine. But then when it's not on sale price, I think it's $9.99 or $10.29 something like that and everything. But then I'm like, well, why would I want to get it now? I just go get a Sierra Nevada or something like that, or Lagunitas if you're going to move up the price a little bit, which is weird because it's only like $1 or something like that. But it's feel like you're putting it into a different park, and now it's kind of like, I can get Sierra Nevada Fresh Celebration right now for like $7.79 a 6-pack. So
Right.
Yeah.
I saw those and I need to pick one up. I didn't pick it up the other day, but
Yeah, that's the beer I haven't had. Is that the Celebration?
you've
you've never had it?
Yeah.
Nope.
That's a good one.
Eric, you got to get one.
It's available.
That's probably the best if you want to put it in a Christmas category beer, even though it's a solid IPA. I mean, basically.
It's got Christmas lights and stuff on the
I mean,
label.
well,
It's got a Christmas setting. They bring it out in December. It's like it's Die Hard a Christmas movie. I say it is.
True. A celebration of Christmas beer? Yes, it is.
So, is it like an IPA with spices in it?
It really is just an IPA in Christmas time. I mean, I don't think it has a lot. I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Rod?
No, I don't think it's like overly done. It's got a little bit more maltier feel to it, but it's pretty solid. It's their Christmas edition of an IPA. So
put it this way, Eric, if they put it out all year round, it'd be one you would probably get multiple times throughout the year.
Yeah. But see, that's a good thing with them just doing it Christmas. It's one of those beers you look forward to actually trying when you know it's Christmas time because you know it's coming out again.
Well, and that's why I didn't get it because I was at the store. When I was at the store the other day, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta get a 6-pack of those." And then I looked, and there's like boxes upon boxes. I'm having trouble
with my headset for some reason. It's cutting in and out on me. Let me try this. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna change to a different outlet, and then hopefully you guys can hear me better now.
We can hear you.
Yeah, I could always hear you.
No, you can hear me. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's loose now. I think it's just actually the headset falling apart.
Hey,
nothing lasts forever.
Yeah. This ice house is going down a little too easy.
Well, it is Ice House.
Ice House.
Gilbert has said, only go German for wheat beers, baby. You can't beat a good German wheat beer.
I did pick up the Three Philosophers blueberry coffee, I think. Have you had that one?
They got a variant of it, no, but the Three Philosophers legit.
Oh, they've got a bunch of. They got a barrel aged one now, and they got a wine barrel aged one, and then I picked up a blueberries. I think it's blueberry coffee, but I could be wrong. It's blueberry something.
Gang does a pretty good job on their beers.
And that Three Philosopher, just the base Three Philosopher is really good.
Yeah. That's when I had just done a review on a while back. So Billy had said, talking about the one from Wawa, said basically your Thanksgiving dinner on the sub roll. So it is one of their sandwiches there. I bet that is pretty good too. You get like a Wawa sandwich, you could just sit back and relax. And it's like the first night you turn on the basketball game or the football game or whatever. You're like, you're not going to move anywhere for a little bit of time. They stack it with those. And then Michelle said, read my quote. I read the quote there. And then Billy was saying most of the ones he knew got grants, talking about the breweries, the ones that didn't got stupid investment companies. I mean, it all depends on how they set it up. I mean, here they had like a lot of people that do personal investing into some of the stuff too. And getting the grants and stuff like that are there as well. So, but as far as like big business, like the macro breweries, I'm just saying there's not much they're actually doing there to help, and they can actually make it harder on some of them.
They just want it under their portfolio, kind of.
Yeah.
Get it.
Nobody believed about the pack. You're all wrong, suckers.
Hey, I thought they were going to be relying for that, to be honest. To be completely honest. I'm like, Aaron Rodgers will have another year just like he did last year. Nope, they're freaking what? 8-1 or something, or whatever they are.
Yeah.
I had one given to him too there, Gilbert.
Well, Billy says the Craft Beer Association did move the line, not for Sam Adams, but for the number, especially Truly, Angry Orchard, Twisted Tea, and artificially inflates craft beer sales. Actually, if you look at the Craft Beer Association, they do not count malt flavored beverages from the stuff that I read about the Craft Beer Association. So, and a lot of it came back even before they moved it before they came out with some of that stuff here too, because they moved it years back when Sam Adams was over hitting the 2 million mark. From the stuff that I've seen. Foamy Head says, cheers everyone. I'm having a PKL, FKR from New Brothels Brewing Company. What's going on, Foamy Head?
What's up,
You're probably
Foamy
the only one with some heat down there in Texas where everybody else is freezing up here.
Yeah.
I'd take it. Take it with the heat right now.
Our snow from the other day finally melted. It was just a little dusting, but it was enough to cover the grass.
There's still enough here that the grass is still covered.
Yeah, it is here. It is here too, a little bit in the shade, but where the sun's hit, it's finally melted. It got in the mid 40s today, so
some places here, tied over to the east side, got a foot.
No shit. Damn, I saw your pictures. I saw the pictures you posted. We didn't get that much here. We just kind of got a dusting, but not enough for it to do anything on the roads because it was still too warm. But it covered the grass.
Yeah, there's some places I measured out here. There's a little over 5 inches out here, but it's starting to go away now because today was a warm day.
You got more this week than we probably got all last season.
Really? Wow.
Really? You didn't get? Yeah. Well, you know what? We didn't get a lot of snow here last year as well either.
People on their snowmobiles are happy. That's for sure up here.
And then Foamy has said, Celebration is a fresh hopped IPA, which with the fresh hops, that's when you're pulling them right off there. So it must be the hops that they're pulling like right there in December. Whatever time they're using, wherever they're at, they got to get them on there done pretty quickly. So it might be their harvest time of year for that one. And Billy says, Chevy Chase Christmas Vacation, my favorite Christmas movie. My wife dreads watching it 10 times every Christmas. That's a classic.
I agree, Billy. I agree.
Doesn't that actually go all throughout the year now?
Yeah, it does kind of. You're right, Eric. I think I saw it on TV like three weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. It comes on like different parts of the year now because it was on a few months ago. And yeah, I mean, it's just a good movie. It's
that and Elf are the two of the best Christmas movies.
See, I still say Christmas Story. I still like Christmas Story more, but I've never seen
Christmas Story. I mean,
I've never
obviously
watched Elf all the way through either. So
obviously, Christmas Story. I mean, that's kind of that's a given, kind of.
Yeah, but Christmas Vacation is pretty solid. I mean,
I still got to see Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah, you still got to watch that. And still, my favorite adult Christmas one is freaking Bad Santa. So
that's a good one. Yeah.
Hey, lady, I'm on my fucking lunch break. All right.
That's the one for the adults.
Billy Bob's great. I love Billy Bob.
I look forward to watching that one. And he said it rained all day with a high of 44. I take it.
Yeah, I take it too, man. I take it too. Hey, Foamy, that's shorts and t-shirt weather for us.
Yeah, really.
And
not here. That's about what it was here. Was 44.
What's going on, Bob? I said, hey, fellas, watch my girlfriend have a nervous breakdown on the couch right now. She is a Steelers fan. Steelers
they're getting beat right now.
Who are they playing?
When I left, they were the Browns.
The Browns, 14-0 going into the half.
Oh, it's a 14 now. Oh, they'll come back. They'll come back.
Well, they're on the move now, so they're probably in field goal range at the moment. Yeah, they're on the 28. So.
And the Foamy said it's clear now with a low of 37.
Foamy should have been here 2 nights ago. It got down to 9 up here.
Yeah, but of course Gilbert's a lot colder where he was up in Canada.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah, he's already said got 10 inches over here on Monday and 5 more during the week so far.
How far
Damn.
north in where is it? Ontario?
He's in Ontario. I don't know what part of Ontario.
He's up by Toronto, isn't he?
I don't know. He might be. Hey, he's not far from Toronto, I don't think. But it's funny because I was on one of the shows the Canadian guys say about Ontario, and they're like, dude, Ontario is like bigger than you think. Because I just think Toronto when I think Ontario. Like, it's a lot bigger than just Toronto.
It is a lot bigger.
All we see in the States is like Toronto, Ontario. So apparently it's pretty huge of a section when they say Ontario. Yeah, let's see.
I heard stories about people saying that I had fun in Toronto.
Yeah.
I would like to go to Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto's fun. Toronto is like basically Canadian New York.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
God, I hated New York too. Oh God.
How far are you from there?
Too many freaking people there, Brad.
Oh, New York, yeah. New York's a lot of hustle bustle.
Your people skills. You need to work on your people skills.
No, you're talking to a small town dude that came from a little village of 700 people. Then you go to freaking Times Square.
There's people everywhere.
I'm like, where the fuck do all these people come from?
Did you ride?
Saturday?
It's a cool place.
Oh God, it was just so packed you couldn't move.
Did you ride the subway?
It's a cool place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there.
Yep, rode the subway. We went to the World Trade Center thing there. That was neat. That was pretty neat. I wanted to go to freaking other half, but I forgot it was in Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah. You can take a cab out to Brooklyn.
I should have, but I forgot about it. And by the time I remembered, I'm like, shit, it's time to go.
Well, the subway was probably an experience for you anyway.
It was like any other subway, like the Chicago subway. To me, it was the same thing.
Yeah.
You're just kind of mind your business and no one bothers you.
Right.
Well, the Steelers were in field goal range. Now they're on the other side of the 50.
Going backwards, huh?
And they are going backwards. They're 4th and 34, if that tells you anything.
Yeah. Oh. Violence drinking the other half. Make it team daydream. What y'all drinking?
Oh, that's
it's not as good as another half, I can tell you that.
It's not as good as
but I'm drinking the barrel aged Innocent Gun Kindred Spirits. Nice house.
I'm drinking Evil Twin on Mas Todo Jesus or Jesus, whatever you want to say.
Jesus.
Did you guys see Chad's Facebook post
about
him? He moved up north there, up north on the north side of Canada, must be
right.
A case of Budweiser, $94.
What? Like, no way.
It was like $94 for like what was it?
A case,
a case, yeah.
A case?
They get screwed on the beers up in Canada.
Holy shit! I just wouldn't drink no more.
Get screwed on, yeah. Well, I wouldn't drink that. I mean, they can get craft beers that better.
I can't remember. I think about Nick said it. Hey, there's always wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whiskey or something.
Yeah, at that point, you might as well homebrew to save yourself some bucks.
I was like,
jeez.
Well, now I just said, dude, just get your visa and move to Michigan, man. We got plenty.
No kidding.
And then Billy's hoping that the Browns beat the Squealers.
Squealers.
Because he's a Ravens fan. And then Gilbert says east of Ontario, Toronto, not east of Ontario.
Okay, so you're on the east side. Okay.
And then Violin. Oh, here's a question. I thought we'd get out there a little bit more and still not have to bring up the F word, but
yeah, the F word.
F word.
I know there's a controversy about Founders, but what do you think about this being the last year they will make CBS? Will you get some, and do you guys age any?
Well, if they didn't have their racism stuff, I would have picked some up. But now that's happened, it's a no bueno.
Yeah, because this is the first year they actually put them in 12-ounce bottles in the States. So, but no, I've got a couple of bombers downstairs aging. To answer that question, yes.
Yeah.
Will I get this year's? No.
Nah.
I did buy a 19 KBS just to see what it tasted like. I did do that.
You fucker. No.
Fuck you, Eric.
And I felt like shit too. I'm like, God damn it! But I got to see how it tastes.
Just donate to a charity, please. No.
Right? Yeah. My money and donate this and this beer.
No, I probably won't buy any more Founders at all. So I've studied that for over a year. And I actually know the person that actually filed suit against them. So for me, Founders, as Todd said, no bueno. But before, when I had CBS, I always thought it was kind of overrated. It wasn't as great for what they were putting out for anyway, compared to some of the other bourbon barrel aged beers I was getting.
I'll put it this way. I'll just drink Bell's. I'll drink Bell's beer.
Yeah. The first time I had CBS was probably 4 or 5 years ago now, I guess, at a beer festival, and it was fucking amazing. But the bottles that they've put out since then, I would agree with you, Rod. They've not been they've just been okay. Like they don't live up to the hype for sure.
And that could be part because people have caught up to them on stuff. So I mean, there's so many other ones that put out comparable product. I got local places that put out.
You're right. I mean, that's exactly right. Like KBS sits on the shelves. I mean, of course, I know it's more of an annual thing now than it was, a February beer or whatever when it come out. But
yeah.
They almost over mass produce things, and in a craft beer world, it's like you want what you can't get. Now that you can just go to the store and pick it up at any time, there's no rush to go out and get it, So it just kind of sits around.
And now KBS is like a year-long offer, and they're going to try to make a variant. I know the vanilla KBS they'll bring it, but it's like, I don't know. They're putting stuff out there, trying to force it right now.
I thought they were doing an espresso one or something first, wasn't they?
I saw maybe it's a vanilla espresso then or something. I saw they had a variant.
Yeah.
But for me, the damage has already been done.
I agree, Eric.
I mean, some people will be like, you have people that just either don't care or they just don't get into all that sort of stuff. And that's
a lot of what I
do what you want, but I'm not gonna support somebody like that.
And a lot of what I've seen, people are like, well, they settled, they made it okay, it's good now, so it's no big deal. I'm like, no, not really. I mean, you can settle all you want, but that doesn't really, you're just kind of sweeping it under the rug to a certain extent,
Yeah.
Like they haven't really gone out of their way to really make it right. I know they're opening up their, Detroit, whatever, and for the first year, they're donating
2020 or something, but
donating their proceeds to whatever it is, but.
Well, even their so-called settlement release was pretty much shit anyway.
Yeah,
they had no fault. It's like you had no fault, but apparently you had some fault because you're settling now. Your diversity director blasted you on her way out the door. People found out what you're doing. Companies are still dropping you. Bars are still not taking your stuff. So
definitely a PR play.
You still had some fault in there, and you don't want to admit, and that's part of the problem with them. And now they got basically a watchdog group that are trying to work with to make sure they get stuff done there. So it's like, I'm not going to just come back to you guys anytime soon.
To me, the telltale all for that is it took a year to finally do something. Only because they were getting heat from media and everybody else because it caught fire.
Yeah,
they could have put the sleeping dog to bed, 8, 9, 10 months ago, and then it would have been maybe salvageable upon some of the people like us that are just like fuck Founders, If they'd done that then and made it okay, by this time it might have been okay still, but.
They make good beer. I'm not going to slam them. They make good beer, but that thing just trumps them, Todd. It does.
Oh, I know. I agree, and it is almost, I wouldn't say painful because it's fucking beer, but they were one of my top 2 or 3 breweries. I always look forward to everything that they put out, like all the the barrel series and stuff. I was like, they were one of my favorite breweries, and then all that was like, I'm done. I'm not,
I'm sure Rod's in the same boat we are. They make good beers, but that's just something
and I got
overdue.
And I got a ton of shit in the cellar from them that, KBS's and some Backwoods Bastards and stuff that I've been aging. CBS's, I've got a few, as Rod said, it's like you already paid for them way back before then, so you might as well drink them. And I will at some point, but I'm not going to, at this point, I'll probably wait for somebody to come over and crack them open, and share them or something,
Todd, you got this racist.
Yeah, right. Well, like you said with the Nike deals, like you already got your shoes. Why are you fucking burning them for?
It's like
Hey, I got the beer. You might as well drink it, right?
Their polo shirts. I'm like, man, I'm not burning my fucking $50 polo.
Right.
Well, like Todd, like I know you've been watching Watchmen and stuff. So, and you saw like the second episode, right?
No, I haven't actually started watching that yet. I want to though.
Okay,
no,
I won't tell you what happens then, but it's kind of like a shock that you find out about one of the guys. Like, what? He had that there, so you'll see it. You'll be like, you'll see it.
That's on my list. That's on my list. I'm going to watch it before it gets too far into it.
But yeah, so it's kind of like, I mean, I knew people that work for founders and stuff too, but it was like, I just wouldn't touch it. I'm kind of happy seeing some companies are still dropping them and some places aren't still taking them in. So we'll see what happens. But
well, and the fact of the matter is, there's, like Eric said, there's just so many other breweries out there that's doing just as good, if not better, at least equal, beers that you can support and that are local. Yeah, that are local doing,
Yeah,
like you and 450 North right there, and the new place you said that's right a couple miles down the road from you. I think is not 450 North, but the new kind of microbrewery right down the road from you, I guess.
Yeah. They just opened up a couple weeks ago. Our Lady of Perpetual Hops.
It's like you're going to church.
It's a really cool place. I stopped on 2 weeks ago from tomorrow. 2 weeks ago tomorrow was their opening day. So I stopped in after work because it's right on my way home, so I can just turn in. Weird thing is about it is kind of like in an industrial park, so it's like kind of in an obscure place.
Ellison's
kind of out of way of where the traffic would go, but went there that day, and I don't know if it was because it was just opening day, but it was freaking packed. And every day since, like on Friday and Saturday, they have like some kind of artist musical thing going on. And they always have a food truck, and it's a big ass warehouse. So they've started on Wednesdays. Yesterday, last week, they do so they have enough room where they set up like 3 or 4 cornhole board sets, and last Wednesday they did like a tournament. So you bring your own partner, kind of $10 a piece tournament type thing. So it's kind of a cool thing that they're doing. It's a neat place. I mean, it's huge. I mean, you can pull the weather now it's getting cold. You can pull the food trucks inside, and it's all indoor type thing. I think they'll do good. It's kind of in a weird place, but I think once people, and the beer that they made was pretty solid. I mean, it's pretty good. So I think they'll do pretty good. But so it's always good to just kind of see little micro, breweries like that pop up, especially when it's like literally 5 minutes from my house. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
That could be dangerous because they put a new Braxton spot like 10 minutes from our house now.
That can't be a bad thing. That can't be a bad thing.
It's like, so does Uber come around here at all?
So we're heading there tomorrow to check. She's not been there to the new brewery, but I've been. But we're gonna go there tomorrow night and check it out. So
nice. I need to get out and do some more breweries. But that's the thing, too. It's like, do I want to go out and do breweries or do I want to sit here and chill? Because I already got enough beer, but it's funny. You go out to a brewery.
But do you really, though?
Go ahead.
There's something to the experience of being at the brewery, but at the same point, that's what I sit there. I was like, I just paid like $5, $6, whatever this is for this beer or whatever. And I got like 2 at home. That'd been the cost of this one. I could have just sat back and enjoyed and watched TV or something. So, but I like to be out and about too. So
yeah. Well, our plan is first to go to probably our favorite brewery on this side of the river. And I say this side of the river in southern Indiana. This is one we frequent a lot. Tonight they just released I think it's their first type milkshake type IPA. So I told her, I was like, let's go. She's like, you want to go maybe check out that new brewery? I was like, yeah, but I want to go to, and it's called Floyd County Brewing Company. It's like, I want to go there first because I got this IPA that come out. And then about a week ago, they introduced their coffee stout, Kentucky breakfast stout, or what, I don't know what they call it, but to me, it's better than Founders.
Yeah.
It was better than Founders, speaking of Founders, but I got a crowler of it last year for Thanksgiving, and it was like, everybody's like, oh, this is great. I'm like, yeah, it's Floyd County. They're doing some really good stuff. They're doing some good stuff.
I think I saw some of their stuff up here. I think we're getting some of the Floyd County in a couple spots. I think I saw it on the Ohio side, like at Jungle Gyms and a couple places over there. I don't think we're getting to Kentucky, but I think somehow they're in a distribution to Ohio.
Oh, really? Because I didn't know if they were
Yeah.
distributing or not.
I remember seeing Floyd County on. I was wondering, is that like 3 Floyds? But it said Floyd County, so I'm thinking it had to be them, right? Because it'd be like a copyright thing, patent situation.
Yeah, I don't know who else. Well, you would know if it was because their kind of theme is like medieval.
Okay.
So that's kind of what their, kind of what their logo and stuff is.
It might have been because I'm thinking it was kind of like a griffin or something that was on the bottle. Like
it very well could have been.
It was like a bomber. So
okay.
Yeah. I'll have to double check and see again when I'm up there.
Yeah, I'd be curious if you do take a picture of it just to see.
Yeah.
But they are doing it. If you can get it, I would say pick one up and try it because they're doing some really. They made probably one of the better pumpkin beers I've ever had this past couple of months ago, and it was a barrel aged pumpkin ale.
Speaking of pumpkin type beers, from pumpkin to sweet potato, Brax is releasing a sweet potato beer tomorrow. It's like that's one of my Facebook page. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
No.
Eric, you don't like sweet potatoes?
No, I fucking hate sweet potatoes.
But you drink pumpkin beer. You drink pumpkin beer.
I do drink pumpkin beer.
You would drink sweet potato beer.
I don't think I would drink sweet potato beer.
They're not very dissimilar.
Eric, have you had? I'm assuming you've had them, right?
What?
A sweet potato.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
But it depends how you make them too.
I never thought too sweet. Way too sweet.
I never thought I liked them until I got them this past summer, and started making some, and I was like, "Oh, these are fucking amazing! Why have I not been eating them all along?" Like these are good, so good.
I think they just put way too much brown sugar in them up here. Way too much.
Well, that could be. Like Rod said, it depends how you make them.
How you make them, yeah. Because I like sweet potato fries as well, but the sweet potato beers aren't too much off the pumpkin beers. And so now,
I didn't fix them with brown sugar. I'd cut them up and put them on a sheet pan for the oven, and I'd sprinkle them with like some garlic powder and stuff, and just bake them. Oh man, they were fucking awesome. Of course, now I can't eat them because they're like terrible in carbs. So
they're really terrible in carbs.
Yeah, they're really bad in carbs,
especially when they make them for like the Thanksgiving with the marshmallows and stuff.
Yeah, well, I'll eat some then Thanksgiving. all that shit goes out the window.
Cheat day.
Mm-hmm.
Billy has said New York is about to become the next San Francisco, but I'm not sure. Is it from? San Francisco? I mean, both of them had different stuff going on, so I'm not sure there.
What are you talking about, Backwoods? What are you talking about, buddy?
And Ron Sutton in the house. Thirsty Dog in Akron, Labrador Lager, 6.2. I'm sorry, 6%, 22 IBU. Very good. Yeah.
Nice.
Thirsty Dog has some nice brews. They actually have their 12 Dogs of Christmas ale. That's probably out now up there.
Really?
Which is a great Christmas beer. Yeah. Yeah. That was one I had before. It's like a 4.5 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, Rochester's got their 12 Days of Christmas. I'm like, after the last 12 I had, I'm not getting another one.
You didn't like them?
Only half the beers were good, and the other half were just. And a lot of people last year were like, eh. But this year, I heard the beers are decent now. So, but I'm not. I've been heard twice.
I've heard the same thing, Eric, and I've been following some of Brad Allison's videos, and it's kind of been 50-50. But some of them he's given really good scores on. So I'm like, is it worth maybe trying some of those?
I've been burnt too many times, Todd. That's why I'm not going to pick it up.
I've heard the same thing.
Rochester Mills out of Auburn Hills.
I've seen 12 days of milk stouts or whatever they call it.
Yeah, the 12 days of something like that, Todd.
I may actually try this in a bit. So my wife brought me some. She bought, I don't know what probably somebody's kid or whatever selling stuff in the office. She bought popcorn. She got me this one. She was like spicy food. This is Texas habanero popcorn.
Ooh.
I haven't tried it yet, but
turn it around on the front again. It was kind of blurry.
A little popcorn, a little red.
Okay. I was just trying to look at the label to see what the label said.
So I haven't tried it yet, but apparently in her office, one of her employees, they're from Jamaica or something, so they're used to spicy foods, and they brought it back saying it's too hot. So
Jamaica on.
No vodka gummy worms this time.
No vodka. I got rid of all the vodka.
Did you finally eat them?
I ate them all. Yeah, the vodka gummy worms. I finished them last Friday.
Trish, if you're still on vodka gummy worms, I want to see you eat them.
Cheers. I was going to say Trish was up next and said, "Cheers, fellas." Cheers, Trish, and thanks again with the
cheers.
The T-shirt. She was rocking a T-shirt today and on the Instagram and on her channel, and looked good in the T-shirt. Thank you. And then Eric said Toronto was great, and so was the whole area. So much to do that you go broke quick. Yeah, you can. When we were there, you could definitely go through some money pretty quickly. Which reminds me, I need to actually get my passport renewed. Violence says, I have a whole fridge of other half. I live 20 minutes from the Rochester location and work about 7 minutes from there.
It's like salt. That's like salt in the wound. Salt in the wound. That hurts.
You are killing us, man.
I'm going to tell you, Violet, when Joe is back, do not tell him where you live.
Yeah, do not tell him. He'll probably already be like, watch this and be like, oh, who's this Violet by Design person?
Yeah, you don't want to have Joe be sleeping out on your front porch. Like, people like Tyrone Bigum's got any more of the other half?
Be scratching like, you gotta do that.
Trish said, I actually haven't bought Founder since Rob brought to my attention. I started looking into it and agree on CBS. There are smaller breweries that put out just as phenomenal beers. Right. So there's a lot out there.
Nice. Yeah.
That you can actually find stuff. Like I said, 8,000 breweries. Founders ain't one. So,
and I think, yeah. 99 problems.
Wow. That'd be awesome to have a beer right there.
And I think the thing behind that is most people still, oddly enough, don't know enough about it or haven't even heard about it.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know how that's possible, but
Well, with our society, if it's not something of a glitz type thing, I mean, they can tell you probably about the Kardashians or the Jenners or whoever may be out there.
True,
but
yeah.
There's people don't know some of the stuff happening with the impeachment. I mean, it's just so much stuff that if it gets too deep on things,
it's true.
But other they don't want to keep up in on it, but sometimes they don't have the time to keep up on stuff too. And like I said, there was a lot of information that was out there, and I was actually connected in with some different people that were watching the whole thing, including one of the craft beer lawyers out of New York who was pretty much breaking everything down as it was taking place over the last year. So there was just a lot involved with it.
Yeah, in all honesty, outside of our chats and stuff, I haven't, I don't know that I would have known a lot about it, to be honest with you.
But I see some people that can read some of the statements released and see where there's not a problem. It's like, really? You don't see anything there? Okay.
But yeah, exactly. But in saying that, I've seen enough on social media outside of those that just like it almost makes hard to believe that you don't see some of those things. You know what I mean? Like it almost seems impossible to not know at this point.
Like I said, especially when she put the letter out there at the end, it was kind of like, well,
yeah.
That letter was damning as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cheers to Elbow.
Elbow.
What's up, Elbow?
Cheers, brother. Cheers, man.
It's a gentleman with a nice warm state as well down in Florida.
Yeah.
Violet
Tampa got a little bit of it. Tampa did get a little bit of it.
Yeah. He says, got a bottle of Bourbon County from last year to open, a bottle of Grim Double Negative, and another half straight from the barrel, and a Milk McKellar beer, Geek Vanilla Stout. 'Tis the season. Oh, Violet, you're making me so thirsty.
So when and where is this bottle share taking place so we can all come?
Hey, if you get some of that vanilla Bourbon County, send them my way.
I still want to get that, and I haven't had that. I haven't seen or been able to get that one last year.
If anybody that gets vanilla, send it my way. I will. I will happily reimburse you.
Anything with vanilla.
And say, Violet, I like your style, my friend.
Yes.
Ronald Sutton rolls in. I got the 30 of hams, baby.
Oh, yeah.
30.
$12.99.
30. Or I'll say it again. As far as adjunct lagers go, Hams is not a bad adjunct lager to have.
Not, especially when you get 30 of them for $12.99 or whatever it is.
Even on tap, it's actually solid.
I never had.
It's not bad. It actually isn't bad.
Yeah. I did the internal tap, St. Mary's, Pennsylvania. I think that's where you got it at. And keep sipping. We just went to a new brewery in New Hampshire, Bumpy Road tonight. Had a sour brew with a cucumber. It was so good.
Yeah.
We've got some of the cucumber beers here. Obviously, we have Urban Artifact, and they do the cucumber beer that people have really liked. You guys have had the cucumber beer from Braxton Labs. I know Eric was really over. Yeah,
awesome. Good God, I wanted to scoop them all up and bring them back.
Yeah. Oh, we got Eric's number one fan.
Oh,
Daddy! Woo!
Eric, we meet again.
Woo! Oh. Simmer down.
And then, he saw Trish rocking that Rod J t-shirt.
Yeah, she was.
And then Dolly says, tee hee. Hired back to Eric, of course. And chilling out, still rocking it. Yes, indeed. And I was watching Trish earlier. They had a stream a little bit ago before we started our show. I was watching that for a bit. And
I started following her on Instagram too, so I saw that. I was like, I'm gonna follow. So
if you guys
her now.
I don't know if I follow her on Instagram. I don't know if I do, or Brandon. I think that's her husband's name, Brandon, right?
Yeah, Brandon. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
They did a great stream last night. So if anybody's watching as a whiskey fan, I would definitely say make sure you go check out Keep Sippin's channel. Hit those 3 dots and subscribe if you like whiskey. They had a real good stream last night with Trish and Brandon and Jo, who was kind of teaching. He was basically doing like a walkthrough of how to taste bourbon and stuff like that, and hit on a lot of good stuff. So would definitely say check that out.
Who did that, Ron?
Jo.
Jo.
Be the party source. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I would have met Jo here at Party Source.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. The time it was off that day we were there. I told I went back when I went last Saturday to get the Braxton beers where Jo would usually work at, the same place we were at with the whiskey counter and stuff. Mm-hmm. Usually Jo would be there, and there was like hardly anybody there. There was one guy that came out and did a couple things, but he couldn't keep people there like Jo used to keep people there all the time and recommend stuff. So it was definitely different not seeing him there.
Does he even still work there or no?
No, he's not there anymore. No.
Where's he at now? Do you know?
I think he's still looking at some stuff, so I don't think he's anywhere yet. Hopefully he gets some stuff lined up. I mean, he's got the knowledge. He knows the whiskey. He knows beer. He knows. I don't know how much he knows about wine, but whiskey is definitely his jam for sure. So Eric said hashtag rock that shit. And then Dolly says, what's with the cat, Eric? Cowabunga, dude.
Cowabunga.
You don't got a Ninja Turtle hat on?
No, it's not a Ninja Turtle. It's a lion's head. It's their, I think it's, hold on here. I think it's their, salute to service. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. I don't know what you got, Cowabunga.
Cowabunga, dude.
Dolly just coming in trying to fire shots at what she's trying to do.
I know she is.
Dolly being Dolly.
Right, you look at me gassy.
Yeah, it's like Bert. That's now what I heard, Eric. And then Trish says, my mother makes sweet potatoes with 3 pounds of brown sugar. Jesus Christ.
3 pounds. Diabetes.
Oh, shit. Diabetes.
I mean, isn't 3 pounds the whole bag or box?
Oh my God!
Just a little more. Just a little more.
Wait a minute, Trish. How many sweet potatoes are in there? First,
yeah. Two.
Jesus.
Eric told me, I'm going to ask you to settle down, Dolly. Ron said, I had 9 of 12 Stella Midnight Lagers last night, kind of thick, dark chocolate, and chewy. So did you end up liking them then? I mean, 9 out of 12. It seemed like you're on a roll.
No.
I haven't picked them up yet. I didn't actually give them a try because I'm kind of interested to see how they did with that. And then Gilbert says, eat it, which I don't know which way he's going with the eat it.
Where are you going, Gilbert?
It was about the sweet potatoes or about something else or what's going on?
You never know.
And then Billy said, Stout's the Union Craft Beer Company in Baltimore has a beautiful hoppy chocolate coffee stout, snow pants, and a breakfast stout called Pajama Pants. Nice. Always love a good stout.
Oh, what's Todd got there?
What is that, cider?
It looks like either cider or something. What is
it? Shannon's sleepy time tea.
Is there any whiskey?
Is that what it is?
It is. It's sleepy.
No, there's nothing in it. It's just flavored water.
There's no splash of tea in it, or a splash of whiskey in it?
No.
Just for a second.
All right, just for a second. Just for a second, she says.
Well, I drink my sleepy time tea.
Just for a second while she drinks her sleepy time tea, whatever.
Yeah, Foamy said he's snacking on some ghost chili pepper beef jerky from Texas Best Smokehouse.
Wow, I bet that's hotter than hell.
Ghost.
Come on, Shannon, where are you at, Chica?
I'm for Todd to get his shit together.
Of course.
It's just say move over.
Yeah. Here, let
What's
me
going
get
on?
out of the picture.
Get out of my
Let me get out of
spotlight.
the picture here.
Get out of my spotlight.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna drink my sleepy time tea. I couldn't go a week without saying hi to you guys.
I told him. I said she can't stay away. She has to come on.
That is what he said. He's like, it'd be like, give her 10 minutes.
Yeah, I put my pajamas on. I made my tea. I'm like, I'm going to bed, and then I was like, I guess I better get on. I miss you guys.
Shannon, the
Yes.
date.
Your picker is way off.
You're a picker.
Yeah. I know that's what the problem is with the
Picker, not pecker. Picker.
Well, it could be.
That's what I thought. I was like, what?
Your pecker might be off too. I don't know. That could be the problem
Could be
too.
one and the same.
Yeah.
Sometimes when the accent kicks in, we're not sure.
That's Packer. Your Packer's off. Your Packer's off.
Oh,
Now
well.
I got a mouthful of beer. You can't say that.
Yeah, that beer is hitting you. Isn't it?
No,
You're not feeling that beer at all.
not yet. Wow.
I can tell when you.
Is he guys?
Just sit down.
I've been watching.
Is he a little buzzed right now, Shannon?
Well, his definition's different than mine. Like as soon as I start feeling a difference, I think that's buzzed. Like I can just kind of tell the way he talks and just tiny little things.
Not even done anything.
Oh wait a minute! You were watching.
Go to bed.
The stream. Oh wait a minute! You were watching the stream and you didn't comment.
What do you want me to say?
She's lame.
You could have said hi, guys.
He's had too much to drink. He's getting lippy,
You just sat down. You ain't been here like 5 seconds.
and you're getting awful mouthy.
It's your fault. I ain't said anything until you sat down.
You know, messed up, Aaron.
Hey, Ron.
You really don't like this? This is really good.
I don't know if I say really good. But
It's delicious.
Did you lighten your hair?
No, I actually darkened it and it's fading out.
Yeah.
It's just probably because I've got it down. But thanks for noticing.
It's a nice color. I just thought
Thank
you
you.
lightened it. Yeah.
Just over processed. That's the color.
Overprocessed.
Let's see. Billy has said very few people have an understanding of constitutional law. I would say very few people probably do. And funny, Trish says, was that 99 PPR pack real? Actually, it was.
Hey.
Actually, going to talk about that here in a little bit.
I'm thinking about going and getting me a 99 pack, brother.
What's the price on those?
I think
like over yeah, something like over 100 something. I got a piece when I was.
Is it really? It's not okay. Is it that much?
Well, since we're going to talk about it now.
Okay. Well, we can wait until it's your. We can wait until it's your time, Rod.
Since we're already there, let me slide down to the next one here. PBR is selling 99 can case filled with 3 different types of beer, and the actual cost is about $175. It'll have the PBR original, the Easy, which is a light lager, and the Extra, which contains even more ABV than the original.
Oh, okay. So it's 3 different. I thought it was just all the regular, like original PBRs.
For most people, 2 people to carry it.
no, there's one. You just put her just like this.
Well, you can be one.
And watch it go all over the place.
Carried out like a 1980s boombox.
I mean, you can be one if you're kind of like this guy right here, where he's just the one guy.
It's a little bit of a struggle.
What is he carrying?
The 99 beer
99 can.
Oh my God.
Trish right there. That's real. That's real.
What?
And that guy's
That's a
gonna
thing.
Yeah.
that guy's gonna have a party by looking at his tongue already out.
Are you sure
Is
that's
it
not
even good
Hetfield? Are you sure that's not
That's
Hetfield
what
having the 99 cans right there? PBR?
He's ready to get the party
We
started.
tell me when we go.
It did look kind of like
A
James.
lot of it. So how come your date went bad?
Oh, here we go.
Hey, you brought it up. You brought it
Yeah,
up.
you did. You
no,
actually
no,
did,
no, no.
Eric. You actually did bring it up.
All right. Well, it didn't go bad. She just lived too far, like 50 miles one way.
Oh, this is the one from Flint. We talked about her last week.
How many
Okay.
miles one way?
50.
It's not too far. I mean, it's far, but it's not. It's not like it's a long distance relationship.
Sometimes it's better when they live far away.
You
Just
get
saying.
way more shit.
Yeah, you could. You could live your life and then have fun on the weekends.
Let me live my life.
Absolutely. I don't know why you want to get in this mess anyway.
Trish thought it was just a funny meme before. She didn't know the 99 PBR was real, so when she saw it, she thought it was a funny meme.
Hey, don't try the PBR extra. Do not do that.
Oh, Lumpy says, what bet did Eric lose? He has to wear line merch. He's a diehard. He's Michigan.
Well, I'm not a diehard. I'm not like dressed up as like Rory and have the fur on and everything. I'm not that diehard.
Yeah.
What's PBR extra?
It's just a try to get malt liquor style beer like Schlitz.
More ABV. Yeah.
Okay.
Just there to get you drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds right up my alley.
But look at the news on Madagascar. Vanilla beans and crows have people thrown in jail to steal their land. Typically the children. Look it up on YouTube.
So Shannon, are you saying you had PBR before?
Yes.
Have you ever had PBR?
Yes.
Oh, that's what she gets when we go to Floyd County.
Really?
Yeah.
You go to Floyd County and get a PBR.
PBR.
Well, yeah, I do. I get that. They have a couple I'll get, but usually I'm just kind of like
cider boys. Don't.
Yeah. Well, I get that. I did like that one, that dark ale, that was really good.
You did.
Yeah.
And the Violence says, come to the Rochester area. Me and Joe Beer Patrol already hung out other half and Mortalis. My area has so many great breweries.
Well, we don't know how great they are. We don't know how great they are.
That's why he's saying
Mortalis at the fourth. That's why
he said come to Rochester.
Mortalis was at the 450 Corn Maze. And it was all right. It wasn't bad. Wasn't all the hype that I was hoping it would be, but it was okay.
What was the beer festival we were all talking about? They were going to come. Tailspin?
Tailspin was the one in the hangar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in February.
Yeah, but I don't think that was the one. Well, maybe it was. I don't remember now. Rod was talking about coming down for festivals.
Oh, you all have to come for festivals.
Well, we're going to go to Cincinnati in February or is it March?
It's March.
March, yeah, for that one.
What I say it was like March 7th.
Is that where we were talking about everybody going?
It's like the first weekend of March, I think.
Maybe that's where we were talking about everybody.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Eric, was you going to go to that one maybe?
Which one? I'm sorry?
The Cincinnati Beer Fest.
Cincinnati one.
Like March 7th and 8th, I think.
Yeah, I was planning.
That's my birthday.
I think that's what we were talking about last week, yeah.
Well, my birthday will be on March 9th, so that'll be like that weekend, I think. I think it's that Sunday.
If the roads are
you're off that weekend, so
if the roads, yeah.
True.
Oh, I bet you have a bunch of snow, don't you? I love snow.
Yeah, like 6 inches the other day.
I got like 5.5 here.
5.
Some places on the east had like 10, 11 a foot of snow.
I'm jealous.
Nah, Eric can keep all the snow he wants to keep.
I agree.
You don't like the snow?
Like the one we just got this week was fine because it didn't cover the road. Didn't have to worry about
it. up here, Todd, it's just a part of life. You just deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like people here don't know how to drive on it, so they want to go like
neither do people up here.
Ice and shit, well.
Yeah, neither do people up here.
Let's see here. I lost my spot. I was trying to get the comments.
I'll let you get the comments. I'm going to go grab another brewski.
All right. Billy has said for Trish, next stream will keep sipping his tequila shots till you drop. Yeah, you can do that one of yours there, Trish. And then Trish has said like 6. LOL. She's out of control with the sugar. We call them sugar potatoes. We were talking about, you weren't here yet, Shannon. I think when Trish was talking about
sugar potatoes.
Was it your mom? I can't remember Trish's mom or grandma. They make the sweet potatoes, but she puts in like 3 pounds of brown sugar.
3 pounds of brown sugar on it.
You never heard of that?
Let's see. 3 pounds of brown sugar?
Well, I mean, I've never measured it, but they put marshmallows and brown sugar and butter. Oh, yeah.
But it's pretty sweet if they're calling them sugar potatoes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
See, Billy said.
It's the only time I've ever tasted a sweet potato, and I've liked it.
Gilbert
Stephanie
said,
made a sweet potato casserole one year for. It was good.
Gilbert said the popcorn to me. Like I haven't eaten it yet. I still haven't opened up the package yet. I'm going to open it here though. So Ron says Budweiser Black is better but more expensive. Yeah, I did see where we had the 4 bottles of that, but it was like 8 something for it. I don't know. Is it worth it for a Budweiser 4-pack? Guess it depends on preference. Oh, Sam Adams Winter Lager. You gotta unmute yourself though.
Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Yeah, do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I haven't bought a Sam Adams beer in so long. Well, I keep saying that. I keep forgetting New England IPA. Back in the summer, I bought that, but outside of that,
that's what I bought too.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about going to the little Dark Horse 4 Elf festival they got going on in Marshall.
Pretty
When's
popular
that?
festival.
Yeah.
When is that, Eric?
I think it's actually coming up. I gotta look at the calendar. I think it's coming up.
I need to crack up my Mad Elf from Trogs that I got.
All right, good night, boys. My tea is done.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Before you go,
Yes.
Dolly says, "Shani, you look fabulous."
Oh, Dolly's always so sweet. Thank you, Dolly.
Yeah, only to you.
Sweet to me.
Only to you. Only to you.
not to me.
Girl power, Dolly. Girl power. Good night, boys. Good night, Dolly.
All right,
feel better. And then Donner said, "Hey, what's happening evening, everyone? Cheers, Donner. Thanks for swinging in." Trish said hello to Donner as well. And Billy said to Ron, "I have a 4-pack of Budweiser Jim Beam barrel aged black lager Schwartz beer, their collaboration beer. I've yet to drink any. Purchase it for a review." I do like a good Schwartz beer. I mean, did it say sippy time tea? Yeah, it's like, what is it? What kind of tea was it? Sippy something, Todd?
Well, no, was it sippy? What's it called?
Go on.
Sleepy time. Sleepy time tea.
Sleepy time, not sippy time. Sleepy time.
Sleepy time, Chris.
Although if you put some whiskey in it, then it'd be sippy time.
Oh, if it had some else in it, it would be. It actually wasn't terrible, but it was hot though, so I don't know about that.
Shannon Crown Royal.
Get them in the K-cups.
There it is.
There you go. Sleepy time. Put some Crown Royal in it.
Put some Crown Royal in it, yeah. A little vodka, tequila, something.
Put that coffee tequila in it.
And then Billy also said the Budweiser Jim Barrel Aged Copper also is good as well.
I like that.
I'm sorry, he's back as well. Shannon, get Eric. He told me to simmer down, beach.
You do need to simmer down. You do need to.
Let's see here. Trish said, we were talking about the 99 beer. Said, that's insane. How do you fit that shit in your car? So,
right. Yeah.
I mean, if you got a convertible, you drop the top, but
it's kind of like the old Little Caesars before they started putting them in regular. They used to put them in like big, long, like double wide type containers. Yeah. Like, how do you get that? You got to put that shit in your back seat or something.
Trish, I got a Chevrolet Impala, like a grandma car, and that fucker will fit in there because I'll make it fit.
I can make it fit.
Rolling an Impala. Is it a 6'4"?
No, it's not a 6'4". It's a 2010, Todd. It's a 2010.
Oh, that's the old cop car style, yeah.
Yeah, the old grandma car.
Yeah, I mean, on one of the pictures, I showed the one with the one guy holding it, but there was one where two people holding. They said most people, like 2 people, probably carry it. But yeah,
it is a valid point. Like, if you're in a car, how do you get that home? You have to be in a truck, right, or something.
I wonder why. Yeah, you'd have to be in a truck or a van or something.
Well, I guess nowadays though, most of the back seats fold down. So I guess
although it could be something, maybe there's something you could break the box. It might be something in the middle or something. Who knows? That might be able to break it and get folded too.
Could be.
Although Eric's line for some reason just hit me kind of funny there. It's kind of like he's talking about the beer, he's talking about a rap song, he's talking about something sexual there. Put all 99 in the trunk.
Junk in the trunk.
It just hit me funny when I saw that there.
I plead the fifth.
Now, what did you actually mean, Eric?
I'm going to assert my Fifth Amendment privileges at this time.
And And then Billy said he thought Pabst is running all the brands they own into the ground. The only one I really see from Pabst is really their main stuff, though.
Yeah, their PBR. Yeah, I don't see the Easy or the what if they're.
What was the one they brought?
I still haven't seen that coffee one yet, though.
That's only like in 3 states, though.
Oh, is that what it is?
Like Pennsylvania.
Good night, love you too.
Let me kiss.
Oh. I know it was like
Pennsylvania.
I think
She did that shit on purpose. As she's laughing her ass off going to bed.
Let me see. And she said, "Oh my God, I hope I see someone buy that."
I would like to see somebody carry that out too.
Problem for PBR.
PBR one.
Yes, exactly.
Trish, I've had my PBR. I've had my plenty of PBRs.
Let's see here. I've had four packs. Four packs of.
Yeah, of what there, Ron? What have you had?
I know you had the hams 30 pack. So you saying you had 12 hams? 16 hams. Oh, okay. And Billy says it's official. I need to hook up Eric with a girl or two from his local nudie bar. Get some wild turkey, a few wild wings, and have a wild time. 3-way, son. that is pretty funny.
Jeez. Hey, backwoods habanero mango with ranch.
Wings, whiskey, and women. Billy's gonna hook you up, son. Let's see here.
From the local nudie bar. Jesus Christ, I tell them to turn them away.
Is it a bad local nudie bar?
Oh God, yes. I wouldn't step foot in that place. Even if I was in my 20s, I wouldn't step foot in that place.
Oh, cheers, Marty. He says hello. Marty just got in. What the hell are you doing? Is she still there?
Go to bed, Shannon.
Yes.
What he said?
He said, Jesus Christ, is she still there? There you get it.
God damn.
Hey, I got it open for you. What else do you want?
She wants to have another one of those. You're right, man. Sit down.
She wants to be heard. She's on the screen right now. She's definitely playing in the background. Billy asked Dolly, how is Beanie? And Eric was good, Marty, and cheers. Not much. And best brewery in the world, Budweiser, St. Louis, Missouri.
I've never been there. I've always wanted to go, but I've never been.
I would actually go.
I'd like to go there too. Yeah,
I would go there to see and stuff. After they had an episode where they went there on Bar Rescue, which was pretty cool, like the layout of the place. I would definitely go there. Born on St. Patrick's Day and not pregnant this year. Well, not yet.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
I didn't
maybe
say
not.
that, Chris. I did not say that. I didn't say it. I did not say it.
I think she warned Brandon, so yeah.
Yeah. Hey, now let's.
So Trish is a Pisces like me.
Is that good or bad?
Well, I don't know. We're both cool people, so I think it's pretty good.
As Shannon walks away, she's the
she's a zodiac person.
Zodiac person for sure. Yeah,
she's Miss Cleo.
yeah. She's the new age Cleo.
Marty said they got snow as well. Billy says 2 girls and Eric, you need to be a wild wolf, not a safe teddy bear.
Oh, I can let my hair down. I can let my hair down.
Foamy is now having a honey hole ESP from Spindletap Brewery. Cheers. That's always a fun word to say is honey hole. Although I usually only hear that like on swamp people, like their secret spots for honey, and they say they're honey hole. It's almost like a tallywhacker thing. Tallywhacker, and what was the other? I can't remember the other thing. Shannon's gone now. But
Ben Snyder.
Ben Snyder, yeah.
Ben Snyder, yeah.
Get your tallywhacker out of my Ben Snyder.
You're right.
Oh, that's some funny stuff. Dolly said the back was Beanie is sleeping in her blankie. Looks like an angel. She's an angel. And then Billy said our doggies are getting ready to go out for a walk on our property with me before bed. A treat, then bed. And Marty says Bud Light is good. I'm not much of a Bud Light person, but I will drink it if called for in most situations.
I would most likely pass it up for a Miller Lite or a Coors Light.
And then Beer Hounds in the house. Cheers from OC, California.
Orange County, baby.
Yeah.
What's up?
I don't know if you guys have checked out Beer Hound yet, but he's out, like I said, in California. And I think Beer Hound's channel is one of the newer ones out there too. So he does a lot of beer reviews. Make sure you guys check him out. And Trish said, no, Todd said sippy time when she was teasing him about being lit. Maybe he did. Maybe we just missed that part of it.
I heard it. I know
you heard sippy time?
Yeah. I heard
and then, well, it makes fun because Trish and they keep sipping like sippy time.
Yeah, Trish, huh? I gotta crack that liqueur open sometime. I might maybe 2 weeks. I might
Gilbert, basic Crown Royal is garbage.
No way. No way.
And then Dolly says, best drink in the universe, strawberry quick. The powder, then add ice. I don't think I ever made strawberry quick with ice. I was like powder and milk, but I never put ice in it.
What are you talking about?
I don't think you put ice in it either when you had strawberry quick.
I did not. All right. I'll have to take your word for it, Dolly.
Trish says, strap that shit to the roof. Talking about bringing home the 99 beer. Be like just like a ladder, like if you had a pickup truck or something.
Well, speaking of the 99 beers, I never did see the 77 of the Natter Days, so the Natural Light. I never seen that here.
Oh, you never got the Natter Days there?
Well, we got the Natter Days. I just didn't see the 77 pack.
I never saw the 77 pack either. I knew they had a 77 pack.
Of maybe it was Coors Light that had the 77 pack.
And then Billy has said, that's what I mean. They own a ton of brands. Only see Pabst and National Bohemian here. So why not sell their other brands? I don't know. Maybe they're just in different targeted markets, depending on how well they did sell. But to your point, Billy, is kind of like, if you don't see it, you don't know to buy it either. So, yeah, I don't know why they're not sharing it everywhere. And then we got Eastwind and Chris in the house with the Go Patriots. Cheers, brother. I don't know if you're back in the States or if you're still traveling. Chris goes overseas a lot for his job.
Is he part of it looks like the Marine Corps?
Well, he's former Marine.
Is he former Marine?
Hopefully he had a good Veterans Day, my friend, as well. But like he'll be in, I'll see him one day in his house doing something on YouTube, and the next day he's like in France or he's like in England or something. And it's like he gets to travel a lot for work, which is pretty cool. And Trish says, oh my God, I remember Lady Cleo late night commercials. Yeah, right? She said, tell me now. Tell me now.
Yeah,
you gotta get Shannon to accent like that. Shannon will have a southern twang on her accent, though.
What's she charge, like 99 cents for the first minute, and then
yeah, it was like
whatever it was each additional minute or something.
I thought it was like maybe I'm trying to think of those old commercials. It was like 99 or $1.99 or something. Then it went down to a different price or something.
Yeah, that might have been it. Yeah, $1.99 and like 99 cents for each additional minute or something.
Trish, let's keep those memories suppressed, okay?
It's kind of funny now though, because I don't know if we see in the commercials as much because maybe a lot of people don't have landlines like they used to. You don't see them as much now as you used to see them. Because everybody's on their cell phones.
I remember old Mean Gene on the WCW
Mean Gene
or WWF.
Yeah.
If you want the latest news, call blah 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 blah.
No, Mean Gene. Yeah.
Yep.
And then Billy said to Marty, Bud Light Platinum, nice beer. And Baltimore Ravens put a beat down on the Patriots. Chris said, damn it. Trish says, no, I think I heard about the big Natty Ice packs.
Did you? Well, hey, Trish, would you ever drink a Natty Ice? Would you ever do it?
Please say no.
Natty Ice isn't terrible. I mean, it isn't like there are other things worse than Natty Ice. She's a Green Bay fan, though, so she's like with Gilbert, so she's a Packers fan.
We're done.
and Brandon.
I'm gonna have to kick you off now.
Eric, when are you gonna do the Four Loko seltzer?
Oh, God. I gotta find it yet. I gotta find it.
You gotta find it.
God, no, God, Todd.
Sorry, just asking. Asking for a friend. A friend wants to know.
Yeah, man. I just drank $1.90 ices in Boston, so there you go.
Nice.
Yeah. And then Gilbert said, I crushed a 99 pack of Paps, and I'm still not hammered.
I've been to Boston, Trish. I will be back in Boston. I like Boston a lot.
And Violence Killing Me said, just opened a Finback telephone lines. One hell of a Pilsner. Finback does some good stuff, too. And Dolly says, alcoholics. It's like, no.
Maybe.
Alcoholics go to class.
That's right.
You don't go to class.
Alcoholics go to meetings.
Chris says, all I drink is natty ice.
Ooh. Your stomach's what?
Which he does on his stream. He's always
drinking.
Hey,
Eastwood, upgrade to Natty Daddy. Upgrade to Natty Daddy.
How can you like two teams in the same division, Eagles and Dallas? Yeah. Plus, the Eagles fans usually hate the Dallas fans and vice versa. Gilbert says, go Pack, go Suckers. You went to the Nitro? Nice. I got to get one of those still.
Have you not had one? Oh, they're so good.
Yeah. And Trish says, craft beer in Boston is like 14 a beer when you go out. So I do $1.90 drafts.
Yeah, I can't blame you there.
$1.90 drafts ain't a bad thing.
And then Billy says, natty ice is smooth. I see all the bums in Salisbury, Maryland. When we go to the gym, we hit the liquor stores. There's a lot of bums drink natty daddy. Why you gotta be bums, Billy? Why you gotta be bums?
Speaking the truth.
Hey, Billy, look here. Right here. Ice House. I've drank plenty of Ice House.
What did that can cost, Eric?
$0.99.
$49.
Oh, you got robbed. Ours are 99 cents for the.
I think that's what ours are here too.
I'm telling you, dude. Our politicians here, they want their little money grab from the alcohol.
Gotta get paid.
You got the tax. Gilbert said, and go, Jens, go for good measure. Now he's switching over to hockey there. Eastwood never had a natty daddy. That could be a good thing.
I was gonna say. Don't start now.
Trish said, what's Todd drinking? It's got like an orange head. Is that the Sierra you just pulled? Or Southern Tier, rather?
Oh, no, probably the glass. What's the glass?
Oh, that's probably what he had, because that's orange. It's Listerman.
Well, that's a Listerman glass, but she's asking what you were drinking in the glass, because she said the head looked orange.
It's
but that was a Southern
Tier Nitro Chocolate Milkshake Stout. Imperial Milk
That's
Stout.
A good one. That's a real good one.
Todd's put all the good shit tonight.
Yeah, he is.
It was a good one.
And then she says, oh my God, I am on the hunt for that Nitro. Yeah, we can get it here pretty easily.
It's good, Trish. It's good. You got to find it.
Send you one if you need one. I still got a few in the fridge.
Peter D, what's up? Says, what's up, guys? She says she can't find it there. It might be selling out quickly where you're at then, because I think they have distribution there.
Just saw the Nitro Creme Brulee.
Trish, if you and Brandon need some, I can get it pretty much anytime.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can send you some too if you needed.
And then Violence said, I'm a Dallas fan. Damn it, Todd. You see the Creme Brulee Nitro just came out.
Yeah, I just saw it. I just saw it this past week.
Trish said $270 for that Ice House.
For a 24-ounce can, it's $270?
That's a ripoff.
Wow.
She's in Boston.
Boston. In the harbors.
Oh, they beg for food and buy 3 natty daddies. Just saying.
I'll buy a 50 pack.
Billy, don't attack them because they're down in their luck.
No, it'd be like 15 pack, brothers. Go for it. It's all you.
That's like, just buy them some food. You guys got to find some Blue Dry from the Bats. Well, we don't get it in the States as much. I haven't seen it in the States, maybe. Have you guys seen Blue Dry?
I've seen the Easy.
Honestly, I haven't looked for it, so I don't know.
I've seen the Easy, but I haven't seen the Dry.
If I saw it anywhere, it'd probably be Jungle Gyms again.
Well, yeah, probably.
And she said, yeah, the glass had thrown her off when she was figuring out the beer there. And we get Southern Tier, all others, but not that damn one.
It's good, Chris.
Not to rub it in or anything, but it's really good.
Yeah, it is. It's good.
I'm trying to nail the enunciations here. She said she had a nitro pumpkin, and it was her favorite pumpkin of the year.
Was it the Southern Tier?
From
Southern
yeah, I was gonna
Tier,
say,
yeah.
from who? Southern Tier.
Southern Tier as well.
I don't remember seeing that one here. We could trade. We could do a trade, like a milkshake stout for this pumpkin stout nitro.
And then Applebee's dollar mixed drinks this month is the vodka, lemonade, cranberry. Just saying $5 beer or question mark.
Or dollar mixed drink.
What only problem is
dollar mixed drink.
Right.
with Applebee's, they may water it down a little bit. Those chain
Compared to
restaurants.
Bottom shelf.
I go to like the local Mexican restaurant and get like a $5 drink, and it's like straight alcohol coming out. It's like you get a glass of like a whiskey or something, and the whiskey's like this much of the glass, and here's a little bit of the Coke on top.
Just splash.
Just splash.
Don't want to water it down too much.
They say
enough to give some color.
they're like too much. No,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
good. We're good.
I had a lady one time just put all booze in it. Didn't even put a splash in it. I'm like,
Hit me one more time.
I end up coming out of there, gracias.
I didn't eat that glass.
Like what? I didn't know I speak Spanish. Like Jesus, what do you got in that drink? Come on, bilingual.
Yeah. Oh, I have to get ready to walk the Fury. I get ready to walk the Fury children and go to bed. All right, Billy, have a good walk there.
All right,
Hopefully it's not
Billy,
too cold.
Hey, Billy.
Have a good one, brother. Peter said, I guess it's a Quebec thing, but I love that stuff with a nice shot of Honey Jack Sun. All of a sudden, the Suns are coming back into conversations now. People are dropping Suns from everywhere.
Yep.
It's been dead for a while.
And then Trish says, all right, fellas, cheers. It's been fun. Yeah, thanks
All
for
right,
swinging
Trish.
by, Trish. And
Cheers.
thanks
Yep.
again for all the props on the shirt. I'm glad you liked it.
Take it easy, Trish.
And Applebee's dollar drink tip when they remember you, poor is right. Well, yeah, that's true. If you go to the places enough, they remember you. You get the hookups there. Kids wake up too early, need to sleep. True. Well, you got the little baby and you got the other boys, so
Yep.
they got you busy.
Remember those days.
And Violence said, I had Applebee's dollar Long Island iced tea. It was straight mixer syrup. Disgusting. Yeah. And then Trish Curry self said, I need to sleep. And then Gilbert came back and said, son.
Go Lions, Gilbert. Right here. Go Lions. And you too, Trish, since you're a Packers fan.
Oh, no. Another Packers.
And then finally made it to, I thought I made it to the end of the comments, but hold on. Alan's in the house now. Like the eclectic beer says, cheers, fellas.
Alan,
welcome, my brother.
Cheers.
And Elbow had his first 1050 this week. Tasty.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you think, Elbow?
See, now, Elbow, that you had the 1050, when it comes out next year, you get the bourbon barrel aged 1050 now.
Oh,
yeah.
that one's good too. That one's
Yeah.
good.
That 1050's kind of, it goes, I don't think it gets enough credit. It's really
No,
good.
it doesn't. It's like I said,
really good.
It's solid for sure. And then let me see here. So we got all the we got all that stuff there, and I had some other stuff. So this is another thing I saw this week. North Bay Brewery releases. This is the name of one of their beers. It was FPG&E. They got bombarded with 1-star Yelp reviews. Now, North Bay Brewery is actually in California. Obviously, we've had the California fires, and PG&E has been cutting people's electricity and all that kind of stuff, and kind of thinking that could be the cause of it. And so the brewery kind of did this to kind of make fun of PG&E, I guess. But the people that were like working for PG&E and their families, all that kind of stuff, started knocking out their website because they thought they were slamming the employees and everybody that worked there, and how good of a thing they PG&E had done for community in different areas and all that kind of stuff. So again, proofreaders are needed for a lot of stuff in the brewing community, I guess, because it seemed like it was a good idea at one point, but in reality, it just didn't work out as well. So I thought that was kind of a funny little story that took place this week. And let me see here. And then after that, sticking on with the shit that breweries do, which I actually thought this was pretty funny myself. Tactical Brewing Ops started printing on the bottom of their cans and a release saying Epstein didn't kill himself. And they put a date, on it too. So they had a date, and then Epstein didn't kill himself, which is the whole conspiracy thing. But to do them even one more, another brewery, Rusted Spoke Brewing, they named a beer after the Epstein conspiracy and said Epstein didn't kill himself, which is a New England IPA. So they actually, so that stuff's happening out there. But it's some of the tongue-in-cheek stuff some of the breweries are doing as well.
So what that says is you can pretty much get anything you want passed through the board.
I'm waiting for a Monica Lewinsky beer. That's what I'm waiting for.
You waiting for what?
Right.
A Monica Lewinsky beer.
Well, that kind of blows.
It just make the beer bad and just call it Monica Lewinsky.
Spot on the blue dress.
Yeah.
IPA.
I got the blue dress. There you go. Good one, Todd. Good one.
Like the blue dress blues. Violence said R.I.P. Charles Rogers. Yeah, I forgot that this week that happened too. That was a sad. Did they ever say what the cause was? Did you hear anything there since you're in Michigan?
I haven't followed up on it. I really haven't.
38, I think, right?
All the talent just pissed it away.
Well,
I mean, one damn good wide receiver.
You wonder about that Detroit system probably didn't help him either.
True.
He was too heavy into the drugs. That's what it was.
I remember watching him at IU a few times over the year, back when he played at Michigan State. It's like, man, this dude's freaking amazing.
She said, I actually didn't know what a first down is. I'm a diehard baseball fan, though. And she says, okay, good night. Damn it. It's like she
baseball fan, yes. A true sports fan liking baseball. There you go.
See you, Trish.
Hey, I'm a diehard, too. I sit and watch Tigers.
Same here.
They are. God.
Yeah, so Yelp wiped most of the 1-stars out since they weren't genuine. Yeah, so that brewery, they got hit there. It was kind of crazy. And Alan says everyone knows the Clintons or some royalty killed him. Yeah, well, it wasn't a Clinton. I mean, he had stuff on some of the Democrats and some of the Republicans, and it's kind of gotten silenced now. But one of the women, I guess, I was like around 16 from that time, she started like naming some names of people also, but then she's kind of going away, like they're not covering her as much now. So I'm kind of curious if they're trying to silence her as well. Yeah, and Alan said, yeah, he had dirt on everyone. Well, everybody likes to party, so everybody's hanging out with Epstein, getting in trouble.
Don't
like it's 1999.
Yeah. They went to Prince's house and had pancakes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh.
Don't dip your pen in the company ink.
Don't dip it in the ink. You can dip it, but don't you write it.
Okay, all right.
And for those of you that earlier this year, because people were trying to get the Unicorn Farts beer, that missed it, it is set to return this upcoming summer. So
is that the one with the glitter in it?
Yeah, that's the one with the glitter from the claw.
Okay, I had that. Okay, I got that one.
Okay, so that'll be coming back out again next year.
Is it like the Goldschlager where it has the flakes? Is that what
it had the glitter in it.
You're shitting glitter.
I was gonna say you shit sparkles for a week.
Really? Dude, I'm like, why the hell my shit sparkling? You look down there like, what?
It's like unicorns out of the bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of crazy shit that they put in beer, and Todd, I don't know if you saw this one or not. Have you seen the one yet? The spaghetti stout from Listerman?
No, but I heard you talk about that one. It was from like the chili or the shit. What's the one that they're doing it with? Collaboration with?
Well, they're doing it with
Skyline, right?
But they're putting spaghetti in the fermenting process along with all the other stuff, and it's kind of like, really? I held it and I looked at it like, I just can't buy this right. I'm not ready for
so you've seen
like
it. You've seen it.
Oh, yeah, it's already out and everything, but it's like...
Oh, okay.
I meant to come back and get this a different time. I just spaghetti. Bro,
Were they doing
spaghetti?
that with like Skyline chili or no?
It just says spaghetti on the can.
Oh, okay. So it was
But-
one of their own, which doesn't surprise me with them.
Which I can say in my head, well, spaghetti can kind of be the grain, right? It can still be a grain to use in there, but it's just like spaghetti. Like you're really gonna
See,
be doing
that would made me want to pick it up just because I was inquiring minds want to know.
I don't know. I've done some of those beers from Stillwater that had all kinds of Japanese stuff in them, and they were fine. So I guess you could do spaghetti and give it a shot. I mean,
Why not?
Crazy.
We do everything with everything else. So
yeah. And Alex said, "Yeah, spaghetti stout?" Question mark. He says, "What the actual?"
So it is a stout with spaghetti.
It is a stout. It is a stout with spaghetti.
Okay. All right.
And if I was to put a Diet Mountain Dew in Todd's hands, and he's Dale Jr. 10 years from now.
Wow.
You could Dale Jr. Well, 10 years from now, you get to look alike. You make that look alike money.
Hey.
And then
I can sign an autograph.
Violet had an other half IPA called Spaghetti Town, but did it actually have spaghetti in it? This actually has spaghetti that was in the fermenting of it. I just think it's like a bridge too far. I like, come on back in, guys. You're out there too far right now.
Yeah, but now, Rod, you got to get it just because everybody wants to know what it is. Like,
yeah,
you got to pick it up just because.
Yeah,
you ain't got to do a video on it. Just do it on a Thursday night and be like, all right, here you go.
And then we had a little bit of a battle taking place down in Shiner, Texas, over a billboard that was set up. So everybody knows Shiner beer, that's done by Spetzel Brewery, based out of Shiner. Well, we had a situation where there was another brewery that came into town, and they are actually Karbach Brewing, and they put a sign up saying there's a new Bach in town. You know, Karbach, the new Bach in town. Shiner didn't like it, so Shiner took a letter out and kind of slammed them because guess what? They're under AB and Bev, and they pretty much let them have it on the letter. And basically, towards the end, says we give to several charities, we give back to the community, we do sponsor events. We just want everybody to know that we are standing behind our brand. We are proud to be a small craft brewery, family owned and operated right here in Shiner, Texas. It kind of hit them for coming in from Houston and trying to steal away business. So kind of interesting thing. So literally in Texas, you can have shots fired over shit like that. So it's this little interesting thing out of Shiner, Texas. Which I have not had a Shiner beer in a while.
I will never.
Me either.
I will never have one.
Why?
Because they suck.
You don't like Shiner?
No, I do not like Shiner.
At all?
At all. No.
But you've had their beer.
I've had their beer once. It only took once.
Is it just the Shiner beer?
No.
Or you had other brands of Shiner?
I've had pretty much, well, not all the brands, but like I had their lemon. What was their lemon? They had some kind of lemon beer, or something
like a lemon shandy or something.
Terrible. Yes, it was.
Well, that's
Something,
a shandy.
yeah,
We got to throw that shit out. That's a shandy.
Shiner, for the most part, though, isn't really that good.
I don't care. I don't care for
They had a s'mores one that was really good. I had that on draft.
Now, see, we didn't get that one.
Toward the end of last year was when I got when I was out beer shopping.
Was that a draft only or?
I don't know if it was draft only, but they had the draft at the place I went to. It was called Party Town, which is like Party Source. So they had like.
I feel like s'mores anything you have to really fuck it up to not be any good.
Yeah, you do, Todd.
There's probably a brewery that has done that though.
I'm sure. No, I'm sure. There's some out there. I would guarantee it.
And then the other thing I was going to say is we never really talked about it too much last week, but last week, I guess it happened 2 weeks ago, kind of a week and a half, somewhere in there, with Molson dropping the Miller name. Any thoughts on that?
I think they'll be okay. I think Miller will be all right.
Yeah, I think so. But it's just funny because they dropped the Miller name out, which has been dragging a little bit.
You got Miller Lite, you have High Life, you have Ice House, which I had tonight. You have the High Life Light. What else do you have under the Miller name?
Is it Miller like the number 2 brand?
I think Miller Lite was ahead of Bud Light now.
Oh, it is now?
I think it is now. But it was like it used to be Molson Miller Coors. They still have Miller, but they just went to Molson Coors and dropped Miller in the name, which was interesting because Miller still gets a lot of pub out there.
Yeah, I like Miller Lite. I've always liked Miller Lite. So not to say that that's the reason why, but I've always been a Miller Lite drinker.
No, and that's what I drink. If I drink the macros, it's Miller Lite for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll drink a Coors Light every now and again, and I'll drink a Coors Banquet every now and again, but I circle right back to Miller Lite.
What's up, Mohead? Mohead's in the house. That's right. Rocking the Afro Beer Chick shirt. That's right. Showing some love for my girl out of Chicago.
Chi-Town.
And Violence said no when I asked about the spaghetti and the beer. Gilbert says, good night, folks. Go pack, go, and blow, Lions, blow.
Hey, right now, Gilbert, they do. I can't argue with that.
Gilbert style.
Cheers, brother. And yeah, it's just kind of an interesting thing when I saw that, and we never really talked about it, but for whatever reason, they felt like they were going to drop that name out. And then
that is interesting because to me that's like the predominant.
I think a Miller I think a Miller being bigger than Coors in my mind.
Right. And Molson both in general.
Yeah. But maybe Molson and Coors have a good relationship too.
But maybe they feel that for that reason, that's why they drop them because everybody already knows Miller. So
yeah,
like they're probably going to go away. So you know what I mean, like.
Mister's in the house.
Not necessarily a marketing standpoint, but whatever.
He drops the old jingle. You got the time, we got the beer. I remember the old commercial back in the day.
That's old school.
Yeah. And then I was gonna say here. So everybody's kind of, we start after we get through the holidays, like people start saying, well, I'm gonna not drink for a month. I'm not gonna drink beer for a month, or I'm gonna take a break or whatever it may be. What about non-drink? You don't have to drink beer for a month, but now you can not do it, but just drink non-alcoholic beers for that month.
If there's a non-alcoholic beer that I would drink, it'd be O'Doul's Amber. That tastes like exactly like an amber.
I was gonna say if there's one worthwhile. I've never had that one though.
Well, I was gonna say, so instead of, if you're gonna do it, like, could you drink like the O'Doul's, or you drink the Heineken, or you drink all these other ones that are coming out with these 0% beer? Would that still be like taking off a month from beer because you're drinking non-alcoholic?
I guess
technically it would be.
Beer?
Yeah.
Beer, is that with alcohol or without?
Well,
that's the thing, right? But
it's NA, so it has to be 0 alcohol. So yes, you would technically be under that, but for the flavor,
you still want to taste the beer. You can do a non-beer month now with all the ones coming out, and still get that taste of beer you're going to miss. But you're not.
Is there like a non-alcoholic IPA or stout that anybody does?
I think there are stuff being worked on there, I believe.
That would be interesting. NAIPA.
Yeah.
That would, I could get behind that.
Instead of a New England, a non-alcoholic IPA, NAIPA.
NA, there you go.
And then let me see here. Alan said, "Fellow turning in late tonight. You have a lovely evening. You too, brother.
All right,
thanks for coming by."
Cheers.
And Violence says, "Rod, you got to go to Cleveland." You do? Oh yes, if I do go to Cleveland as much, ever ate at Melt Bar and Grilled. I don't know why I can't talk right now. I don't get to Cleveland as much. In fact, it's been a long time since I've been to Cleveland. But I wonder, we have a Melt here, and I wonder if it's the same thing as a Melt that's up there as well, where they have like a bar and grill. Something special about that Melt, I'll have to check to see if maybe we have the same one down here, because some of these restaurants will expand into other areas as well. Mr. said, my 12-year-old was joking and wanted me to buy him a Bud Prohibition alcohol-free beer for school. I laughed.
I can actually get the Bud Prohibition up here now.
Yeah. Alcohol-free?
Yes.
Would you even try it yet?
I thought it was only in Canada.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna actually try some of them. I haven't picked them up yet. I haven't really seen any to pick up as far as some of the alcohol-free beers, but I do want to see what they taste like.
They taste like a lot of, goodness, I want to say sulfur. Where
that don't sound good.
I was gonna say.
Well, that's the only thing I can think of.
Sulfur's like egg. That's like, ew.
Yeah. And I'm like, what?
Like, what is this vegan bullshit I'm drinking?
But I guess it's something they put in it to stop the fermentation process. They put in it, so it still tastes like a beer, but you don't have the alcohol with it. I can't remember what they said it was.
And then the only thing I had here, I was going to do this earlier, but we never got around to it. There's so much other stuff happening. Best beer pairing. We're 2 weeks out from Thanksgiving, and you think about starting getting ready. I got friends already posting stuff like waiting on Thanksgiving to show up. They're already looking for the famine days, I can just call it.
You could
the best beer pairings for like Thanksgiving dinner, like your favorite dishes, like what would you pair with them for some of the beers, like the styles?
I think with turkey and with stuffing and potatoes and things like that, I think it just Bell's Two Hearted.
An IPA?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or even as one of the session IPAs.
See, I think like with turkey and stuffing, I think a nice brown ale. A little bit of that nuttiness from the brown ale to go along with it.
And then your dessert beer could be a stout, like a stout.
Yeah. I was thinking more like a Belgian style or something.
Belgian style would be good with it too, though.
Yeah.
As far as like with a turkey or something like that, I mean, if you have a ham, a stout would be good with the ham. If you have a ham there.
Really, for me, it's beer. So
I see what you did.
Drink it.
I see what you did there.
Sounds like it's just beer. Drink it.
I was thinking maybe an Old English or Colt 45 or something like that.
Well, a Saison can work for some stuff too, as well.
Yeah,
like someone like appetizers, a little fruity, like little plates or something.
Or what would you pair with a Saison or even a farmhouse ale?
Well, it's the same thing. Saison's farmhouse, but I would like have it with something like I might have it with like some of the cheese. Like if I have a little plate, like depending on how the layout is, right?
Something salty though, right? Maybe.
Well, salty, I would probably I would have something like a Pilsner maybe or a Goza with something salty.
Oh, a Goza,
match up with that. But
yeah, but that's kind of already salty. Yeah, well, yeah.
Saison, like a Saison for me, if I'm having like appetizers and it's like cheese and pepperoni or something like that and everything, it all depends on what the layout is. And like a Saison can be something I can use that for, depending on what the main dish may be. I would probably either go, like I said, like a stout or something. Depending, I grew up as a kid. I always liked ham better than turkey. So my grandmother used to make ham and turkey, and I would eat the ham. So if I had ham now, it would definitely be like with the stout, especially with the glaze on the ham. So,
yeah, Mister's right. A Coors Banquet, you can drink it with any food. I will agree with that, or any lager in general. Really.
Well, Coors Banquet got banquet in it, so I mean, there's a lot of food at banquets.
Well, I kind of put as the Coors Banquet as kind of tasting like a malt liquor because it has that sweetness to it.
Yeah.
So it's not, but
well, the banquet. I mean, it's a malty. It's going to be a maltier type beer, so you're going to get that sweetness with it for sure.
Yeah.
Mister said he really hopes his 12-year-old was joking.
I really hope he was joking.
And then Violet said, Belt is insane, and they were on Travel Channel and Triple D. Tons of crazy grilled cheese and whatnot. Good beer too. I love going to Great Lakes when I'm in Cleveland. I would love to go to Great Lakes Brewing.
Yeah, I want to go to Great Lakes too.
Yeah. And Pilsner is good with German food. I had a question mark there, but no, it is. I mean, that's German. They're from Germany. So yeah, you're always good with the Pilsner with German food. Like you go to someone like the Oktoberfest and all that kind of stuff. You have that Frankfurter or whatever. You have bratwurst, whatever like that. That saltiness in the meat always goes good with that. And Foamy Head is now having a Buffalo Bayou Brewing Wake and Bake Perky Blonde with coffee. Cheers.
Is that Wake and Bake got a little marijuana in
it? Maybe.
I'm just asking.
I don't think Texas has approved the THC beers yet.
Oh, it hasn't?
Now, if it was Colorado or maybe Seattle. Of course, maybe it's not out of California. Maybe it's out of one of the other states. We're out of Texas.
I would actually try a cannabis beer. I would.
A cannabis beer?
Yeah, cannabis beer. Yep.
Yeah.
See how it is.
It's a little bit different. So yeah.
Not that I'm, not that I partake or anything like that. I would just try it just to see how good. Because usually with my job, it's kind of no bueno kind of thing. But
right,
I would at least try a drink of it. A drink.
Yeah, that's funny with the job. Like if you went somewhere, like if you can't do drugs because it's illegal somewhere, but say you went on a trip and you went to Amsterdam and you did drugs and it's legal there, would you still be illegal for here? Because I mean, where you were at, you were legal when you tried them.
Yeah.
So
shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. You're basically okay there. I mean, I guess that's the life, I guess, of NFL players. Like when I was over at a spot where you could do it.
It was legal.
Pilsner is great at a ball game with the Zweigels. And yes, if you have not had a Zweigels, find a way to get one. We are famous for them. Best hot dogs ever. White Hots, too. I haven't heard of them before.
The Zweigels?
Yeah. Growing up in the Northeast, Nathan's was the big hot dog that people always liked.
Yeah, Nathan's, yeah.
Yeah. Which, when I was a kid, I didn't like Nathan's as much. I was more of an Oscar Mayer kind of kid, I guess.
I like Eckridge.
Yeah. Not because of the song, but just because. Your Todd laughed.
You knew where I was going with that, Oscar Mayer.
Although
Wish it was an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Oh, God, Todd.
It was a catchy jingle, but I like the taste of it more. and I wasn't a huge ballpark fan, but later on I became more of a Nathan's ballpark fan.
Nathan's they're good.
Yeah.
You can definitely taste the quality difference in those for sure.
They got those ones in the store where it's like Nathan's. You can put them in your freezer and make them, but they're Nathan's like inside like the pretzels or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like a pretzel dog now, which are interesting.
I haven't seen those.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, I don't know, 400 calories a hot dog or something. I wouldn't recommend a binge.
You only live once.
Yeah, right. Be on your deathbed. I want one of them Nathan's dogs. Bring them to me.
Yep. What do you want with your last
wish? Yeah.
And if only has to know Eric. Talking about the way you make.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. So. Oh, but that's most of the stuff for this week. Anything you got going on your show this week, Eric?
I have a goodness. I got a beer review up for Sunday. I can't remember which one it was, but I got one up there for Sunday. But I kind of been taking some time off, just kind of more or less kind of recharging my batteries, kind of thing is what it is, and kind of going and do stuff without having the YouTube thing in the back of my head. So that's why I don't know if anybody else watches my channel on here, but that's pretty much a reason why. But I'm going to start getting back into the sports, getting back into the beer here because I got quite a bit of beer. The two that I'm really wanting to do, and I'll probably do this on the next Sunday and then Sunday after, is the 2019 Ellison Gravity Shift and their Descending Opinions of the last two. Because I had the marshmallow beer, and that was really good. So I gotta imagine the Gravity Shift and their Descending Opinions, which back in 17 that I had were really good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys seen the video that I did for the 17, but that was really good, and I gotta imagine these are just gonna be just as good. So I'm gonna have that on there. And I really don't know kind of what else I'm gonna kind of do on the channel here a little bit. I've been thinking about I'm thinking about getting a new truck. I might do a little vlogging kind of thing for that, kind of getting a new truck and kind of seeing, all that sort of stuff. I just don't really know. It's probably going to be pretty much just sports and beer related kind of still, like it always is. But
yeah, I think we always go through these ups and downs where we decide what we want to do with the channel and everything, and try to do different stuff. And I came up with a couple other ideas I want to try to bring to the channel as well. Including going back to what Todd asked me before about doing some more of the hop videos, but I got to put those together. Those I'm going to probably do recordings on. I've got it a habit now, and it's actually been fun. So, tonight when I have a beer, I've been doing live streams and having a beer review live, and then a chat afterwards, and everybody seems to like those. So I'll keep doing those here for a bit.
I get a lot.
Pretty good.
I get a lot of those review the reviewer kind of. I've noticed like the two that I did, the review the reviewer.
Yeah,
that kind of those two videos that had a lot of watch time on it.
Well, doing some more. You didn't do me.
All right, man.
Yeah,
all
you've
right.
done 2, right?
Yeah, he's done 2 that he's done so far.
I did. Who did I do? I did Joe.
Those actually are pretty good. Yeah.
I did Joe, and who was the other one I did? I can't remember the other one.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I might restart that because I had quite a bit of views, and I'm like, man, that's like 5 minutes of watch time on this.
Mr. has said Detroit has the best chili dogs, he thinks. I always like a good chili dog.
I remember who it was.
Chicago has great hot dogs.
Yeah, Chicago does, yeah.
Yeah.
It was draft therapy, by the way. Draft therapy.
Oh, it was draft therapy, okay.
Yeah.
Jeremy says, cheers, Rajay and crew. Cheers, Jeremy. And then Mr. said, are you guys going to meet up again at the bar? That was cool. Well, appreciate that. Yeah, we had a blast that day.
Oh, we had a...
That was fun.
I felt bad because I had to come back and
dude,
do some other
I
stuff.
had that flight, and then all those, like, 13%, I was like, Jesus, am I going to make it out of here?
You know, it'd been cool if we should have done a live from my brother's house after we went back.
Yeah, that would have been cool as well to see what you guys. I felt bad, but you guys knew where to go after I had to take off, so you guys jumped in the Uber.
Crashed out like around.
It was just so funny. We had the same Uber driver both times, or Lyft driver, which was hilarious. Like
That was
she came
funny.
back and got us, yeah. But right now it may be something where we get together in March for the Cincinnati Beer Fest, which is a great time as well.
I do. I'm planning on coming to that in March.
Yeah. And Joe
I don't know,
yeah, we are too. Yeah, we are too. I think Joe talked about like him and his dad maybe coming down next year for the 450 corn maze.
Oh yeah, the 450 corn
possibly.
maze. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe you guys can, come.
Yeah, because that is something I do want to go. I didn't make it this year, obviously, but I do want to get down there for that. I got to go to Fresh Fest next year and make sure I don't hurt myself so I can make it. So, because I still want my VIP bag. I paid for them.
Yeah, that sucks.
Where's my VIP bag? I paid for that.
It was just funny when I found out people that were looking there, like, oh, we thought we missed you there. It's like, no, I didn't make it. So, but yeah, so that'll be something. But yeah, so Mister, we may have another video at some point or get together. We probably will next year at some point. And again, it's getting down to Todd and at some point get up to Eric where he's out of Michigan. Maybe to Joe where he's up in New York and stuff too. So
could at least be the 3 of us come in March, and then Shannon probably for the Cincinnati Fest.
Yeah, I mean, if we get enough out there, I mean, Joe might try to get a plan to come down. I would think.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Get down here now.
I do want to go to the Albino Rhino Beer Fest.
That would be something to go up to in Ontario. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to do that too. When is that one usually? Is that like in July or something?
Yeah, right around, I want to say right around Independence Day.
Yeah, it's in the summertime, yeah. But is he still doing it? I thought he wasn't doing it now or something.
Oh, was it his last year? Was this?
I thought he was involved. Like I thought
last year was going to be not existent.
Right. It would be definitely cool to catch up with the Canadian guys up there, though. Yeah. That would be a blast of a bottle share, too. And then last year, this past year, Matt had for some of the beer tubers, he had like a beer palooza. So it was like Matt went there, Joe came down, No Hype beer reviews,
Nerd Sense guys.
Yeah, and I couldn't get up there for that. So if he does it again this upcoming year, I'm going to try to get to that too. Depending on when the timing and everything is. So a lot of good stuff happening out there. It's great getting out to see people though, and catch up and actually meet people.
Oh, look who just came in.
And be able to discuss stuff. This is a Redbeard in a while.
Where you been at, Gary? Where you been at?
Weird. We'll be going down.
He's been doing
He's been
doing the Minecraft videos, I know.
Has he been doing that?
I don't know if it's been for a bit. Last time I saw, but
Minecraft. Redbeard, seriously. It's like for 10-year-olds.
He's gonna attack Redbeard now.
No, I'm not attacking. I'm just saying. Come on, Redbeard. I love you, brother, but I'm just saying. Just saying.
But so tomorrow I'll probably do another beer review and chat. Those are actually kind of fun, seeing what people come on and say or ask or whatever like that. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I got to start I want to do the Big Bad Baptist, as I said before. I found all the Big Bad Baptist beers, but I think I'm going to start with the 2018 edition. I don't know if I want to do it on a Friday night or maybe do it on a Saturday. And do like, I'm going to do like that day is going to be like a Big Bad Day or something, make it a series or something. So
there you go.
Todd, I gotta go to my place and see if they still got them, which I pretty much.
I was going to ask you if they still have them there.
I'll admit I forgot, Todd. I did.
No, it's okay. The only reason why I was asking was my brother was supposed to go to like out somewhere to see if they got him at Jungle Gyms or wherever. So I was kind of waiting to see what he says, but I don't think he's.
Well, if he goes to Jungle Gyms, I know, because that's where I got the chocolate one and the other one. And I got the last two of those when I went there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was thinking the last chocolate. I didn't get the last of the other one, but they were going pretty quick. They were like up on one of the shelves. I didn't go to the one in Eastgate though. And then when I went to the other place that I found from Untapped, I got the last two of the vanilla latte and the brandy vanilla. So they're been tough. But then the last place I found had like a ton of the quintuplets. So I got one of those, and those were like the higher price of any of them. But
yeah,
I was like, it's like I needed to finish the set. I just need it. So
I got that one last year. He got me a couple of them last year.
Well, last year they had the quad one. I got that one still.
And that's what it was. Yeah, the quad.
I wasn't big on the quad. I was not big on that.
But one I did find that I was happy about when I got the quintuplet, they had one that was the pepper beer from last year. So they had one of those. I'm going to try to see what that tastes like. And I got the original Big Bad, but I saw like the base Big Bad Baptist. They're putting them in cans now. You get a 4-pack of cans from them.
Awesome.
So Eric, if you get a chance and you go out this weekend anywhere,
I will. I'll be
just look and see, because I might have you get them. Only thing that's hesitant is shipping bottles, especially the big bottles.
I might buy them.
Like, but you can sit on them. I wouldn't even care if you come down in March for Cincinnati, then just bring them with you. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah,
that'd be fine.
I'd be like, Todd, I got him here. Do you want me to send them to you?
And I'll PayPal you for the money, and then you can just bring them whenever you come down next time. Because those will definitely age. So.
And I've got them sitting in my cellars where I've got them.
Yeah.
I'll probably only age them maybe a couple of weeks and then bring them out and see how they are.
Yes, if you get out anywhere this weekend, just let me know if you see anything.
All right, I'll message you.
It's like hook a brother up.
Because the odd thing is we get Epic here, but we don't get them. I don't get any of them local. Like they don't carry them anymore.
Do you guys get their sour series?
Every now and again we'll get. It's kind of weird here. Like we get every now and again we get one, but it's not like the Baptist series. They used to get them, but we don't get them anymore. But they're still in Indiana for distro, so it's just really weird.
What if they weren't selling as much compared to other places and they just pulled it?
That's the one thing I gotta figure is like they weren't selling, oddly enough. But I don't think we ever really got sporadic for the Baptist series.
Mr. asked, do we drink mead or buy it? Actually, I do have a bottle of mead. I just haven't done a review on it yet.
I've done a mead and aged in dragon smoke barrels.
Oh.
I had that one. It was the Dragons Are Real. I think you guys seen that one.
Was that a while ago, like last year or something, or
I think maybe it might even be 2 years ago. It's on my channel if you look for it. I do a couple of meads on there every now and again, like the Bee Nectar series out of Michigan.
Yeah, Bee Nectar's good. We get those here.
Yeah, I just realized I got a thing they sent me on my channel. Apparently, I didn't realize I've uploaded over 1,500 videos now.
Wow.
It doesn't even feel like it's that many, so it's kind of like. Yeah, it's a lot.
Wow.
It's like if I do any editing, it's gonna be a mass editing. I'm not going back and doing individual updates on those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, where does the time go? So, but I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. Probably gonna wrap it up. We're about at the 11:30 hours, so nice 2 hours tonight, and go ahead and turn it over to my main man because we care about how things are out there. We don't want you guys screwing up anything. So take it away.
All right, guys, if you had too much to drink, please get a designated driver. It's stupid to drive home drunk because if you do, you're going to get pulled over by the cops. They're going to make you do the stupid-ass sobriety test. Then you have a free ride to jail. Then you have court fees and then possible prison time. And then if you hit or kill somebody, you guys know you're going to be in the slammer for a while. And if you kill yourself, all you've done is hurt your family and friends and put yourself 6 feet under, okay? Just sleep off your buzz to get your car the next day. Get an Uber, a taxi, a Lyft. Like I said, Uber and taxi. Download the apps on your phone, guys. If you guys are out and about, the $20 you spend to get back home is going to be much better than the thousands upon thousands of dollars you're going to have getting your car out, court costs, all that sort of stuff. It's stupid in this day and age to drive home drunk, right? So don't do it. And if I find out you're doing it, I'm going to take a baseball bat to your knees and send you to the hospital. So stop.
So Eric's just editing new material now. He's just throwing in new material.
Just free balling, just spitting.
Yeah.
Improv, baby, improv.
Yeah, it's like, don't do it. We want to see you guys here next week when we do another
Seriously,
show.
guys, seriously.
Yeah. We know one person that didn't listen to Eric's advice, and he paid for it. So don't do it. But whoops, my mic drop. So thanks for everybody that tuned in. Tomorrow, I don't know what beer I'm going to pull from the cooler, but probably around 9 o'clock or so, do another beer review, a little bit of a live chat, and then who knows after that? Maybe I'll beat Todd in some basketball again. I don't know.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Bring it.
Actually, now he might be on the baseball. So since you got the baseball download, so we'll see. And tomorrow's Friday, so make it a great one. Hopefully everything goes smoothly and you're off to the happy hour afterwards and into the weekend. Thanks for everybody that came out. Look forward to catching you guys next time. Keep drinking those good craft beers. Remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers, everybody.
Drink malt liquor.
Fools.